whoa, it's a Twitch stream. Talking about cheese. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Twitch stream, I love you. Yes, I do. Boots and cats and 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 boots and boots
and cats
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 boots.
cats.
Welcome to the Defenders of Kobold Twitch stream. Please enjoy this DMCA free music while we wait for the show to start. It's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Playing some games, it's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Talking about cheese. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Twitch stream, I love you. Yes, I do. Boots and cats and 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 boots and boots
and cats
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 boots.
cats.
Welcome to the Defenders of Kobold Twitch stream. Please enjoy this DMCA free music while we wait for the show to start. It's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Playing some games, it's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Talking about cheese. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Twitch stream, I love you. Yes, I do. Boots and cats and 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 boots and boots
and cats
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 boots.
cats.
Welcome to the Defenders of Kobold Twitch stream. Please enjoy this DMCA free music while we wait for the show to start. It's a Twitch stream. What? Okay. People can hear us. They can smell us. They can see us. They can taste us. They can feel us. They can touch us. They can love us. They can hate us. Just because they ain't us. I don't know. I'm sorry.
They can't live without us.
Truth. You are all addicted to us. Just save us, Jeremy. Save us.
No.
You're muted. You're muted, Jeremy.
Jeremy does not wish for anyone to hear what he has to say.
No, see, what I was going to say would have burst your eardrums with the just psychic science I was about to drop, so I had to hold it back.
I appreciate
Some
that.
people have heard the brown note. He's talking about the blown note, where your head just explodes scanner style.
Yeah. It would have been scary. But, man, I'm so glad we can all hang out right before Thanksgiving. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be super serious, because that's how we do.
Super
This is a very focused, intense sort of gaming session. But, yeah, so last time we played, things got weird. And we're just going to double down on the weird, because that's how we do. And, but, before we do that, let's introduce all these beautiful and amazing people that are going to be, playing tonight. I'm seeing the one and the only Jake. What have you got for us, buddy?
Well, I'm Jake with the Defenders of Kobold, and I will be playing an actor turned superhero named Dr. Karloff.
Ooh. Pretty cool. And then Dan, how about you, buddy? What you got for us?
I'm Dan, and I'm still playing, I guess, the Doctor Strange knockoff.
Okay.
with the portals and the clairvoyance and illusions. I just haven't felt like changing those powers because they've been pretty fun so far, and they're just
They
kind of
have been really good. I like that at one point. I think somebody called you Shortcut, which I respect.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what that was. Was it Shortcut or something else? It was pretty good.
I mean,
Shortcut
between
is good
divination and
performance.
teleportation, you've got it. Like, that's good stuff. Let's see.
I don't think I can get us out of hell, so we'll see how that goes.
That, hey, I'm always welcome to let people try what if they want to try, and we'll just see where it goes. We can make it weird. I'm not afraid of that. That's okay.
Jeremy, I always make it weird.
You do. I felt like that didn't need to be. The sad thing is, I want to ask for more. That's the only way I know to respond to that is to say more. And thank you.
Oh my god.
Thanks, I'll have
You're
another.
Oh, well, speaking of disapproving glares and covering their faces in shame, Jen, how
Hey.
are you?
I was better about 15 seconds ago before there was
I
the
know.
gratuitous
And now
nipple
you're
rubbing.
great.
Some
If it makes you feel better, I can do it too. I just kind of.
I don't. Okay, I did not
I don't
ask
think
for this.
It was not gratuitous. It was necessary.
Oh my god, there's so many nipples being rubbed right now. Calm down. You're all gonna chafe. Quit it.
What do you think we
Okay.
are, running a marathon?
I use so much lotion. There is zero chance of chafing.
It's all
Oh my
cocoa
God.
butter under here.
Oh my god. Okay, all right. So, my name is Jen. I was a defender of Cobalt until I just left the group because this is a little too much for me. I'm out. Everybody. Bye.
Rip.
Oh.
No, I'm playing tonight. I'm playing Surgeon Spectre, who's a raccoon who necromances and summons other rabbitic creatures. I have to find my. I might have to go very quickly and find my journal that has my role in it. And yeah, I'm the only hell that I exist in is one in which I can't summon creatures. So I think I'll still be okay.
I think you mentioned even a hell where everything was completely sterile, and I think that's where you had just left off.
That is the hell that I did experience in the last session. I do recall that.
Excellent.
But yeah, Defender of Cobalt, you should buy our zine. We've got 2 out, third one coming out in like less than a week. So should prepare your butts for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of lotion. So I'm responsible for making it weird again. Let's switch to Friendon and see how much weirder he can make it.
Hi, I'm Friendon. I have nipples.
Good to know.
Yeah, I do.
How
I have
many?
those. 2, just 2,
Oh.
which is equal to the number of characters I'll be playing tonight. I'm playing both a bat, which is spectral and summoned by my cat, whose name is Catastrophe, who's the actual hero who you'll get familiar with as their role in the group is to be the familiar. And I draw tabletop stuff on twitch.tv/Friendon with Jen often.
It's true. It's pretty cool. I watch it sometimes. Kind of love it.
Do you love it, Jeremy?
I mean, I love you.
God.
So vicariously, I have to love it. I love you too, Jen.
That wasn't what I was making that face at. I wasn't. There wasn't like jealousy. It was watching Friendon give you a look like that, like he's gonna lock you in his apartment when he finally gets you in there.
I mean,
Oh, I will.
He is luring us into his web. His web
One
of art and
seltzer.
heartbreak.
Art and heartbreak.
And seltzers.
One seltzer, vape, and sports hat at a time.
I mean, fate's fate. I'm not going to fight it. Okay, it is what it is.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, we're not playing Fate. We're playing Spectaculars.
Oh, that's a good
God.
point.
Whew.
Speaking of joyful chuckling at our own doom, hey Chuck, HBIC.
This is
How's
me.
it going?
Good. I want to say thanks, Bert, for those bits. We get a hero point for that. So thanks. Yeah. You're on Defenders of Cobalt. I don't really need to plug shit. We'll be back Saturday for some good mini games, but fuck pasta. Who cares, right? I am
Yeah.
playing the Mysterious Stranger tonight. I can shapeshift and I can talk to people inside their brains, and I am immortal. So just, I don't know, just gonna fuck around with shit, cause mayhem.
All right, that sounds delightful. And then last but not least, our big, beautiful bear, Jeff. How about you, buddy?
Hey man, yeah. So I play tabletop role-playing games on the internet, Adventures in Lollygagging, twitch.tv/thelollygaggers. We're playing Best Left Buried on Friday and Alien on Monday, so come check us out. Tonight, I am continuing to play the Missing Link, aka Barry Grant, who is a circus performer who may or may not have the mind and memories and skills of a legendary warrior embedded in his head, very much like dissociative identity disorder. And he might be able to channel the powers of various animals that may or may not visually appear for other people. So
I think our last session, we pretty much just nullified all ambiguity about that.
Yeah, that's actually kind of what I was going to bring up is like maybe who wants to volunteer a recap, because we actually did get to see things actually happen for real for Jeff's character.
Yeah,
True. And I would like to make a dissociative identity disorder joke, which is potentially problematic, and say, "Oh, did you, Jeff?"
maybe. I don't know. Hang on.
Did
Did I?
You?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we have that
Sounds
confirmed from
nice.
multiple sources.
There we go. Cross-referenced, confirmed.
So, I mean, we had some good fun last session. Beat up some cultists, beat up a lame Jimmy Stewart impersonation, fought on the roof of a studio, like the NBCS studios, that was on fire. People were being chucked into a hellgate. Things got a little weird during the fight. There was some penetration involved. There were some innocents being thrown into the gate, and then people just kind of started going through the gate as well. I remember Jen summoned a zombie Chuck and sent zombie Chuck through the portal, and then
Which is to say, Surgeon Spectre summoned HBIC Chuck as a zombie in the game. So not the mysterious stranger, zombie Chuck.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my. So yeah, right now in the game, there is an undead Chuck Kranz meandering around in hell.
Yep.
Madness.
Madness.
Shortly
I got my
after.
rabies table. I have my rabies table ready.
Oh, I'm so excited. We need more rabies in our lives. I mean, that's something I say every morning. Where's my rabies?
Yeah.
And by
Fighting
rabies,
form.
he means babies as impregnated by me, refriended.
Wait, what?
What?
Do I?
What?
Oh no.
I don't think
I
you meant the words that came out of your mouth.
No, Jeremy wants my rabies.
Oh, yes. Okay, I do want your rabies. All up in
Welcome.
me. Thank you. So, speaking of rabies, not too long after that, I think you sent your bat into the portal to hell to go investigate, and he just kind of disappeared. And then Dr. Karloff went in too, and it just kind of became this like weird little daisy chain. Everybody just said, "Hey, look, a portal to hell. Let's all go in."
Sounds like a hell of a good time to me.
Same.
And that's kind of where we left off last session, and it was kind of delightful. But there was the fun revelation where we got to see that Barry, the missing link, actually did start shape-shifting and like tearing apart a demon dog from the inside.
Yeah.
And actually talking to the voice within. Like something happened near that gate to where it could finally speak to you directly, and you actually did morph into you were some sort of like weird worm creature, right?
Yeah, I was like some kind of subterranean worm that had like fire resistance. Now that I remember.
Yes.
So my question for you is like the voice that was coming to me, was that one that Barry was vocalizing? So like my mouth was moving and a different voice was coming out, or was this a voice that I just heard in my head?
It was totally just inside you.
Okay. All right. So
Like
they don't know
it's
about that yet.
no, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
So yeah, we will pick up in hell. So the first person through is Zombie Chuck.
Yep.
Shortly thereafter, the rest of you start coming through. Catastrophe, just as you were heading in, Fortunately, Dr. Karloff did make sure to shroud you in some sort of cosmic darkness so that you would not be seen as you first press through. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that due to his successful check, you can still kind of get an idea of what's going on as you launch in. You see that Zombie Chuck is kind of being grabbed by a couple of cultists, and there's a couple of those brimstone demons nearby, and they see weird stuff happening, and they just start. You just see like weird, chaotic fields stretching out as far as the eye can see. Like the land is just kind of like bubbling and roiling, and the sky is inconsistent. It's almost more like a weird shifting, like if like there's just an oil splatter that would just kind of like ooze and the colors would bleed into each other. It's a weird place. And you see them just shoving people up onto these somewhat medieval carts, and they're shoving them up onto spikes, and like they're not killing the people, but they are just like lifting them up and just piercing them on pikes to where it'll go through the skin on their backs. So there's, you know, screaming and terror and pain and all that sort of thing. And they're doing the same thing to Zombie Chuck. And that's kind of what you see as you're landing. And that's kind of what everybody else sees. So fortunately, thanks to Dr. Karloff doing his darkness bit to kind of give a zone of protection, you guys do have at least a few moments of seeing what's going down before you are seen by the cultists and the demons. Except for Surgeon Spectre, who, as far as everybody else can see, is just catatonic. Like just laying on the ground. Because, Surgeon Spectre, you do not see this. You are in a super sterile room in a hospital somewhere. You're completely by yourself. There's no garbage nearby. Everything is just as clean as can be. And you're all by yourself, and you're kind of scared. There's no band-aids. There's no filth.
I'd like to really quickly try and use Shadow Sight, because it says when I use Shadow Sight, I can pierce illusions, both magical and scientific, to see the truth behind them.
Yes, you can.
So to maybe snap myself out of it.
That's excellent.
Okay. Am I okay to roll that?
Hell yeah, you are.
Cool. I'm looking for under 70. Woo!
Okay. You do, and you do. And so, yeah, you realize that for a brief moment, we rolled randomly to see who kind of got triggered as you went through the portal, and it was you. And this dimension tried to lock its claws into you, and it was going to try and suck you into your own personal hell. But, savvy little raccoon that you are, you went to trash school. You know better. They're not going to get you this way.
There's no
Band-Aid.
plates like this.
And so that's what you've got. You can see that there's about 10 cultists there and 2 more of those brimstone guys, but they don't see you at all. I mean, they're in the middle of accosting, Zombie Chuck, and your bat is able to flitter about above them, but you have the equivalent of the drop on them. So everybody gets to do some free thing that they want to.
I shapeshift into a cultist.
Of course you do.
I motioned to my bat. Hey, buddy, be a good idea were you to maybe swoop upon one of them cultists.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to try and summon, since I think I necromanced Chuck. I'd like to try and summon a creature.
Excellent.
I'm gonna try that. Under 70, 58. All right, now we're gonna roll on the D20 table.
Wonderful.
It's a 14. I summon a squirrel, a rabbinic squirrel.
So I just have to say, every time you say rabbinic, I just think of rabbis. I just think of this tiny squirrel in a little hat with the locks.
Listen,
nice.
I don't impress any sort of religion on my rabbinic creatures whatsoever. So they can be rabbis if they want to.
It's fine.
That's great. I'm gonna backtrack. Chuck, since you're not under immediate pressure, nobody's looking at you, I'm not going to make you roll. You've already shapeshifted into a cultist before, so I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Okay.
Ray, did you want to have your bat attack a cultist or like one of those weird brimstone demon guys?
So was it the brimstone demon that was putting the zombie Chuck to the pike, or was it an occultist? I forget.
It was a cultist. Yeah.
Then the occultist. I'm trying to save zombie Chuck.
Okay.
So
cool.
as a failed experiment of Sergeant Spectre's myself, my bat and I feel a need to protect our kind.
Nice. I mean, Zombie Chick is doing his best to like put his feet together and try to block their advance, but it's just not happening.
Unfortunately, Zombie Chuck is used to welcoming stabs with its
put
feet.
the feet together like this because he's a
I am
zombie.
also,
I'm a zombie.
Like, full disclosure, if I roll someone who is in this group, I am fully okay with them playing as that character with the 50% roll chance. So you get to role play it. I am 100% okay with that. So
That's
Chuck,
awesome.
you are in control of Zombie Chuck.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
Okay.
You've determined
You're a 50% roll.
that
Oh my
with
God.
a mere
Who is it?
change of hat and glasses, I too am Chuck.
I need to shoot
now-
one of you.
I'm friended.
God damn it!
Jen, I would like for you to roll a d20 for me as you
Okay.
summon your squirrel.
Yeah,
And we're just gonna see what happens.
15.
Your squirrel is 15 feet long and terrifying. It is not appropriate. It's vaguely the idea of a squirrel. Imagine if some mad god that could craft flesh like art
Okay.
heard somebody describe a squirrel, despite the fact they'd never seen a squirrel, and then they just molded it.
I love it.
That's what shows up. It makes no sense.
Surgeon
whatsoever. So
Spectre
this thing,
looks at her hands and says, I don't know what's going on down here, but I like it. I like it a lot.
so the good news is your summon will roll at 70% instead of 50%, but it will always roll with extra chaos.
Okay. Okay.
That's fun.
Ooh.
All right.
I do
And
have
so,
a
yeah.
question.
Perfect.
And it is, I just want everyone to know up front that it is entirely revolving around squirrel genitalia.
Okay.
Is this a boy squirrel or a girl squirrel?
I let Jen make the call.
High or low?
We're going to go high.
Okay. High.
High is dude.
High's dude. It is super a woman.
Okay, that's fine.
It is the most feminine squirrel ever.
That's
it is
fine.
the
I
Jessica
was
Rabbit
just gonna
of
say because
squirrels.
like the regular ass squirrels like running around my driveway and shit, like they got some huevos on them. Like a 15-foot squirrel,
No.
that shit would be nuts.
This.
It would be nuts. I agree. And so your giant, creepy demon squirrel just jumps into these. Do you want the squirrel to focus on the cultist or the demon thingies?
I think that likely would focus on the cultist as well because to save Zombie Chuck,
Cool.
who it feels a kinship with.
Yeah.
As I
Maybe
do,
Zombie
I'm
Chuck will
compelled.
ride him. Maybe Zombie Chuck will ride him.
It's a steed.
I'm about
And
it.
it looks like in addition to Zombie Chuck, there were about 5 just plain Jane civilians
Okay.
who are here too, and they're all screaming like crazy because they don't understand what's happening, and all of them are being accosted by the cultists too.
Okay, well, my squirrel girl is going in.
Yep.
This is now
So
squirrel
I'm gonna-
girl.
So
And-
Squirrel Girl has already put a hurt into some cultists. Ray, why don't you give me a roll for your bat buddy there?
Huh? I super succeed.
Hell yeah, you do. Well played.
I'm a bat.
You are, in fact, a bat. Dr. Karloff, what do you make of this?
Yeesh. Well, I think I'm gonna teleport into the fracas and try to gizzard kick a fella who's messing with the civilians.
I love it. Cool.
Alrighty. Got to roll under 80 to make a successful teleport attack. Bam, 59.
Hey. You do and you do. You kind of bamf in and out. You guys are making pretty short work of the cultists. These are... there's several of them, but they're not nearly as sturdy as their demon buddies over there. But they're the ones doing the dirty work. Let's see. How about you knock off, shortcut, whatever you want to go by these days?
I don't really have very many powers that are actually oriented towards fighting, so I might just go punch one in the face.
Nice. Well, you are a vagabond, aren't you?
Yeah.
Vagabonds are pretty good at punching.
We'll just see if I'm actually as good as it seems.
You could, instead of punching a guy, you could punch a portal and then have that portal appear in front of a guy's face and hit him.
That's pretty hilarious. You've got like 80% brawl, right?
Yeah, so 78 under 80.
Yeah, you actually hit. So of the like 2 kind of crews of cultists, you guys have already taken out one of the crews of cultists just before they even have an idea what's going on. I mean, superheroes versus noobs, that's just going to be what happens. You know what? Just because I think it's fun, I like that Jen offered to let Zombie Chuck, or let Chuck play Zombie Chuck. What do you think Zombie Chuck is doing at the moment?
Oh, wait, me?
Well, kind of. What is Zombie Chuck doing?
Zombie Chuck, well, he got picked up and he got impaled on the spike, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. As he tries to use his feet to wedge himself off of this thing.
Okay, go for it. You got 50-50.
Oh, okay. We're doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
A 7, I pass.
Hell yeah, you do and you do. You know, they're trying to get you up on there, but the power of the feet compels you. You get yourself up and off. I mean, if anybody can get themselves off, it's going to be Chuck.
If anyone can get themselves off with some feet, God, I shouldn't have taken it there.
Yep. It's okay. We kind of set you up for that because it's just what we do. We're classy people.
Mm-hmm. It's the
and then
best.
Last but not least, we've got Barry, the missing link. You actually have like heard full volume the voice in your head. You've seen yourself and you've seen other people see you transform. You know it's real. Like it's confirmed. You know it's true. And then okay, you are in hell and that's weird, but at the same time you're kind of like riding this wave as you come through.
Yeah, I mean, and this hell that we see right now is really not his hell. Like his hell is basically other people. So like this isn't so bad really just yet.
Yeah,
like fire, brimstone, whatever. He's a carny. He's seen it all. There are demons nearby. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Are they like the brimstone fiery looking ones like the one we fought last time? Okay. Having learned that they burn, I'm gonna go. You're gonna see Barry, and I think you actually will see Barry do this. This will actually happen. His neck will begin to swell, and his head will kind of grow outward, and then you'll see kind of like the outer parts of the skin begin to be kind of like these ridge scales and begin to come up into a hood, as his head is just going to shape into that of like a cobra.
Oh.
And I'm just going to spit like a massive amount of venom right at one of these big old demons that are in the area, just trying to draw them in. All right.
Nice.
Okay. That is good. Yeah, 40 is good.
You do. Nice. All right. That is 40. There's 2 of them. The one that you hit is just, it's on its feet, but just barely. You can see the venom kind of like, there's this horrid smell where the venom is kind of like sort of putting out the flame, but then the smell of the brimstone and the burning venom is just disgusting.
I'll burn 3 hero points to bump that 60 damage, if that's okay. Plus 60, so 100 total.
Wow.
You wouldn't even need to do that. You would only have to bump it up by 1 step.
Okay.
If you get to 50, he's down.
Done. Yeah, let's do that then.
At which point, the effective crew of minions for the cultist is down. They weren't really expecting you guys. You know, typically on a normal day, you don't anticipate people like willy-nilly, just walking into hell. So, they weren't really prepared to be ambushed by you. And then all that's left is like one, demon, and it just kind of seized a lot of you as the shadow is now starting to dissipate, as Dr. Karloff's shadow magic is kind of waning after this onslaught. And it just kind of like looks at the lot of you, and it just decides to do its best to like it lets out a burst of fire to set the cart on fire that some of the civilians have been loaded up in, and it just sets the cart on fire, and it starts flying up into the sky and just flying away.
Bastard.
So I think we've got a couple people that are capable of flying or doing other weird wonky stuff, but it's doing its best to just it easily knows that this is not a fight it's going to win, so it just tries to set the innocent civilians on fire and fly away.
That's rude.
It is rude, but I kind of feel like that's what, if I was a bad guy, that's what I would do.
I mean,
setting people on fire in hell is de rigueur, I think.
I mean, yeah, he's just a dude trying to do his job, and then these assholes all just show up and, jump him. And
I think it'd be even weirder if he didn't.
Yeah, it would be weirder if he didn't set them on fire. I agree.
So my squirrel is like 15 feet long. Does my squirrel fly? Like, does it, because I conjured it in here? I'm just curious. Like, is that a thing that you weren't intending?
I mean, there are flying squirrels. I
like
will
gliding
give you
squirrels.
Kind of, but it's so big that maybe you could jump and glide a little bit.
Is it
Tell you what, call even or odd and then roll a die.
Even or odd? Okay, we'll do odd, that it is odd
in your favor
and can fly. Odd in my favor.
Okay.
I was thinking odd means it's odd too.
Go for it.
Okay. It's odd.
It does.
Okay.
So, if
we're
you
about
want
the
to make a
never-ending
roll
story.
for it,
This
go for
shit.
it.
Never-ending story.
Okay, so this is like it would be 50 because it's riding
70.
or flying. Oh, 70. Okay.
70, but I'm gonna roll a lot of chaos dice.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. So Squirrel Girl takes off at a 25.
Okay, so the good news is that does succeed, and
She
before
flies
this
away
thing can
far enough
fly,
before she explodes.
I did roll 4 chaos pips, like maximum.
That's lovely. What happens to Squirrel Girl?
Squirrel ends up in a quarrel with everyone.
What I might do, because I was initially going to have it potentially go off like a bomb in the midst of you because it was just so unstable.
Yeah.
But in a weird way, it works for you because it jumps up and just this magnificent gallop, and it jumps 50 feet up in the air and it spreads out that skin like flying squirrels have, and it just kind of glides and it chomps down on the demon and it pulls it to the ground, and it's just tearing and gnawing, and then just all the energy's too much and it just fucking explodes, and then just like Ghostbusters style goo shoots out for half a mile. It doesn't make sense, but this is a chaos dimension. So
I like
half
the
a
idea that
mile
we're all
radius is
standing.
covered in goo.
I like the idea that we're all standing and watching, and we're like, we get splattered with it, and we're all standing there, and we're like, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Like,
but
so in fairness,
it's like so far away that there's like that half-second delay. Like you see the explosion of gore, but it's so far away. You're like, holy shit, that's a lot of. Oh no. No, I'm not gonna be able to get out. Oh no.
I love it.
Put up a portal in front of myself.
Okay, so only knockoff is clean. Everybody else is covered in mutant squirrel goo.
That's it's pretty gross, man.
It's delightful. I kind of love it. Meanwhile, oh, by the way, there are like screaming civilians who are on fire.
Yeah, I'll try to cast time manipulation to slow down the fire.
Was there enough goop to just put the fire out on impact?
Oh man, actually, it is super chaotic. Dan, call odd or even in your favor and roll it.
Oh, let's go with odd.
Okay.
I don't know.
The goop is highly flammable.
No.
So everybody's gonna catch on fire except for you.
I'm going to channel my inner camel and just start spitting on all of them to see if I can help put the fire out. Just spit on everybody.
All right. Everybody takes 17 damage.
To be fair, this is the first damage I've ever taken. Go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
I'm gonna spend a hero point to reduce somebody's damage with my tank ability, and I'm just gonna roll a 1, 2, 3, 4 D5. Yahoo, that seems fair. 2, it is that'd be Jeff. So you're spitting as a camel, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'm gonna try to aid in this. My bat swoops in, blocks some of the fire from Jeff, from Missing Link.
Thank you.
Reduce your damage by 30, which means you should be good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And as you do that, you just hit the bat in the face, and he's like, I'm a bat.
I'll probably try and work on those civilians a little bit here.
Thanks for that follow, Helen.
Oh, man. Okay, so Dan, I'm gonna do you have any sort of like medical skill or anything of that nature?
Nope.
Because these are just random people.
Put them
they
out.
Are. I mean, you're a superhero. A superhero has like 100 hit points because they have some special reserve. These are just folks. So something that would do 17 points of damage to a superhero, they're screaming in utter agony and they're gonna die.
Yeah, I have no medical skills. I was thinking of at least just getting them, off the cart and out of fire, perhaps.
Which is delightful, because what I'm doing is I'm bastardizing one of the modules from Spectaculars and trying to shoehorn it into the situation. Yeah. But there is an option to where somebody can become scarred by the Netherrealm. That's something that you've experienced in hell. Mm-hmm. Like as you're hoping to try and help these people, but then you see the goo burn them, and you're the one who goes over and you're picking up their burning bodies and you're trying to put the fire out, but you just can't. It's like napalm. It spreads and it's sticky. And the more time you spend trying to save them, the more I mean, this is a supernatural plane that wants to feed on you. Yeah, and it feels that sympathy from you because you're the one who tries to help them and you can't. And this realm just fucking latches its claws into you. And so this is going to be something that will stay with you forever. There's a truths section on your character sheet.
That's why you're
going to want to type in scarred by the Netherrealm. Something that happened to you here. This event is going to haunt your character for a while. As you just watch these people screaming and dying in terror.
I don't even get to roll. No.
There was just more damage than a regular person could.
Yeah.
I apologize. It's hell. It's a mean place, and I'm a mean person. It's what I do.
You didn't mean it.
I just want to put out there that I have 17 hit points left.
Oh my God. I would. Are we out? Can I treat an injury?
We are out of combat, but you get the feeling that this is it's not a safe place under normal circumstances.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm at 100 resistance. I'm going to take a risk and try to heal my friend.
Okay.
And that is my lesser power, so that's a 70% roll, and whatever the consequences are, we'll find out. All right, and so you can regain 10 resistance.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm at 23.
I mean, I should also try, right? Because I have treat an injury. I'm a doctor. Like, I went to medical school.
And sure. And in fairness, it's a secondary ability for me. And since I'm your summon, I'm going to say in my time in your employ as a summon, I picked up a few things.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Makes sense. Because I roll it a 90.
Wow. Yeah, we'll say you have time to, who would you choose to focus your efforts on?
I mean, I'm pretty sure who looks the most injured? It's
probably Chuck still.
I'm at 23 now.
That's
Does anybody else feel more bloodied than Chuck? Okay, then I would
knock off his injuries aren't visible on the outside.
Okay. Oh no.
So you're gonna heal.
I'm not a therapist.
Yeah.
I pull out like a trash bag and I'm like, lay down on the trash bag and make you talk to me.
Oh man.
You instead of a notebook, you pull out like a rotten apple core that you're taking notes on.
Yeah, exactly. So 49. I don't know how much you heal though with that. Is it 10? It doesn't say.
I don't know.
Because I just have treat an injury. It doesn't say.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, for the sake of the fact that in this world, normally in spectaculars, you start every new encounter full health. But I'm going to say in this dimension, you don't automatically heal. So because of that, I'll go ahead and give you that 49 towards his HP. But he's going to be the only person you get to make that roll for.
Yeah, I figured. I assumed I wouldn't be able to make that roll again. Yeah.
Thank you. I am much less dead now.
Hooray!
We're in hell, and that was spell-based, so I'm going to say that was vexual healing.
Meanwhile, Barry, do you have any like notice style abilities like surveil or spot or anything of that nature?
Yeah, I have.
I meant missing link.
Oh, Barry. Sorry. I thought you said me.
That's okay. I'm always thinking of you.
I've got size someone up, so if it's a person, if that's what I'm looking, that might apply.
I think I have the skill you're looking for, which is watch for trouble.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I can do 50, like if you want me to do it at 50.
Yeah, give me 50-50.
Okay. I can burn some hero points if I need to as well. Okay.
Holy crap.
Wow.
I'll burn 5 hero points to make that a success.
God damn.
Oh my.
You don't have any left.
Rolling the hero points.
It's fine. They come back at the start of the next fight, so it's cool.
Well, you can see a vague outline of, I mean, I don't want to go too like anime with it, but like if you've watched like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like there's the whole idea of like a stand sort of thing. You can kind of see the essence of something that's not you, that's kind of inhabiting your space. Like you kind of witness, you can see your other.
Like,
and kind of,
is it like, or like when you say occupying the same space, like if I'm moving my hand, do I see like a trail?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you're kind of like looking at yourself surprised, you see it's this massive, sort of minotaurish looking figure. The color is a little bit off from what you would typically assume. The horns are kind of different. The eyes are like this deep purplish shade of crimson almost. It's a big, scary thing, but all of your movements mirror its movements. Wait a minute. You can see me, can't you?
Are you the Minotaur ghost thingy?
I'm not a Minotaur. You shut your filthy mouth.
Make me, bitch.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You've done it. You worthless sack of flesh. You've done it.
Done what?
You've brought me home.
What do you mean? You live in this shithole?
No, I got kicked out of my house a long time ago.
That tracks. You seem like a real son of a bitch.
It's true. I am. But I have an idea. We're going to go take back the family manor. And if you do that for me, I'm going to help you and your friends get back home.
Can they hear you right now?
No. Oh, look at that. There's an undead meat sack over there. I could probably just shove myself inside him.
Well,
he looks like the sort of type that would enjoy it.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Look at that. Go, maybe go in the feet. Go in that way.
I will.
The agony
feet together like this.
Feet.
Here, I'll give you a hand, and so I'll just put the feet together.
Like this.
You put the feet together, and he says,
just offering that help is so defeatist.
Yeah. Okay. You have prepared him for entry. But as I am currently inside of you, for me to get inside of him, you must penetrate the feet.
I totally do not appreciate you nailing those feet.
I like where this is going.
I'm sorry. I'm just being incredibly
I think it's real
stupid.
callous of you.
I have to penetrate the feet. because you penetrated me, and if I penetrate the feet, you penetrate him.
Has this ever actually happened on any of the streams? Is this the first time that Chuck is going to get exactly what Chuck wants?
I'm so glad it says new folks enter chat.
All right.
It's like the human centipede, but like the human dickafeets? Is that?
Human centipede?
Centipede.
Centipede.
I wanted to get dicks and feet in there. It's dickafeet. Human dickafeet.
Look, I'm not saying that you have to like fornicate with his feet. I'm just saying you need to.
Don't be so dick hedonistic.
Oh my god.
Hey,
that's
fellas.
A dodecahedron pun. They use both dick and hedonism. I hope that's like double points.
I think I got us a way out of here. This is gonna look strange. Just bear with me.
I'm already looking
I'm gonna walk
over. Strange, like, what the hell are you been talking about?
This is totally fine. This happens all the time in the carnival, and I'm just gonna my hand will kind of morph into like kind of a small little tentacle of some kind of creature, and I'm just gonna jam it right into the soul of the zombie Chuck.
I don't know how to.
You did.
It's just like that scene in Ghost, but way weirder.
Mm-hmm. So, come on, get in them.
You do. So as you do, as the tentacle pushes its way through the threshold, it kind of dissipates a little bit and travels up through the feet, which are obviously, for the sake of Zombie Chuck, the gateway to his soul. And then you just see
his
that
soul.
That weird creature, like a lot of it, it does kind of like travel up into him, and there's still a tether between the two of you, but you can see the majority of its energy has like rested itself inside of Zombie Chuck. And then it kind of Hey, man, stop that. God damn it. I'll speak like myself if I want to.
You can speak
everybody,
if you want to.
This is the son of a bitch who's been in my head for I don't know how long. Everybody, or son of a bitch, this is everybody. And I'll point to everybody and introduce them. And he's a bat, and around and around I go.
Yes, I know. I'm not stupid. I've been paying attention to all of you. You will address me by my title. I am your lord and savior, Baphomet.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, man, like, have we met before?
Everything's going Baphomet.
Yes, once, a long time ago, back in Istanbul.
Yeah, man.
Not Constantinople.
Constantinople.
I used to have a really good thing going with the Templars, but then Lucifer kind of screwed that all up.
Yeah, man. Like, I was there for some of that. He was a dick.
He really was. That was always the thing about Lucifer. He always had a way of making you feel so special. You really thought you were the only one, and then
Man, you're a weak son of a bitch. Toughen up already. Come on, we got to get the hell out of here. We got things to do.
Okay.
This is what I've been dealing with for like, I don't know, a year or two. This guy just whines and whines in my head.
Look, it's not my fault. I have all these people, they start the Church of Satan. Do you know whose image they're using? They're using my image. He's using my PR to promote himself. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to stay in hell?
No, it's nice that these voices are outside of my head for once, instead of inside my head. So it's like a little bit of a release, is what it is.
What is your cat doing?
I don't. He does that sometimes.
It's just real nice to Baphomet you.
Oh my god.
I want to be weirder than Baphomet.
Okay. Here's the thing. I can feel where we are. We are a great distance away. But our home is the Forsaken Keep, some ways away. Ariok has taken it over there was a whole thing. Lucifer abandoned hell, all the dukes and barons fought and clambered over each other, and a bunch of foolish demons got behind Ariok because he said he was going to make hell great again. And it was just a whole thing. It was very obnoxious.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about obnoxious. It's all right. So anyway, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do against these dukes and whatever the hell they are?
Well, right now I'm currently just a fragment of myself. But if you can get to the Forsaken Keep and get to the maze that I keep outside of it, I believe that a lot of you have the skills necessary to bring me back to my whole form, at which point I can assist you with Ariok, and I will gladly reward you with transport home.
All right, man.
Would you be staying here then?
Of course. I mean, I'm going to take my home back. It's time for hell to heal. We need to kick that lousy strumpet out of my castle and make things right again.
It's gotta make things problematic for everybody else in the future. You know,
I mean, it is hell. We're not good people. It's not. We're not here to, make things better. But I feel in the long term, like I believe in a hell that works for what it takes. I don't believe in just, willy-nilly causing chaos. It just, I like terror and, really, I like to personally sink my claws into the flesh of my victims. I don't drive people mad from afar. That's a real wuss move.
We'll see you when you come to kill us later then.
Yeah, that is a fair point. Once we get you your body back, what's to stop you from turning on us?
I mean, that's a great question. The thing is, there's not that much in your world that I really want right now. Ariok wants to be recognized by the mortals. It's important to him. He wants to walk on the mortal plane. I want my home back, and I want to go and find all the worthless demons that turned their backs on me and betrayed me, and I want to go and punish them. That's going to take me a good long while. I might get back to your realm at some point, but I'll be busy.
And once you get your body back, does that mean you're out of here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm doubly motivated.
I turn to Dr. Karloff and I say, this seems like a real Bruce Banner, Grey Hulk kind of situation we got going here.
I don't know who either of those are.
I don't either. It's anachronistic, but at the same time, totally appropriate. I'm crazy.
Is that from one of those pulp books that all the children read? With all the so-called superheroes?
It's from Tales of Suspense, and it's Tales, and it's written in cat.
Oh my.
That'd be worth a read, man.
So we can get out of here if we help you.
Of course. I don't want anything more than to take my home back. I'll free your friend from his troubles, and for what it's worth, I'm terribly sorry I had to inhabit you, mostly because I never wanted you. I thought I was going to get some sort of Templar, some sort of holy warrior, but no, eventually, thanks to Lucifer's, identity theft, basically, of me, I'm stuck with carnies and freaks and people that want to do bestiality, and a long time ago, your great-grandmother did some weird stuff. And that's why I was able to transfer myself to you. I wish I had better options, but you're what I have. But we are here.
Okay.
We get that in a very simplified contract that anybody could understand, perhaps signed in blood. Just to make sure that you're not going to try to pull one over on us.
Okay, what are the basic terms of the contract you want?
We help you to eliminate your rival. You get us safely back to our realm with a promise to not invade until all your business with hell is settled.
That sounds reasonable.
Very well.
So, Jake, what sort of skill, because I'm all for the cultist, style character working on making some sort of weird, funky contract, making a deal with the devil. But I do feel there needs to be some sort of skill check to see whether or not there's accidentally a loophole he can exploit later.
Let's see.
How tricky can you be?
Exactly. I suppose. No? Maybe size someone up? No. You know what? I think I'll invoke my arcane scholar, and the occult topic that I will seek to gain information about will be this contract.
So you'll take your automatic success using your class ability.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, man, you Constantine it up. You know exactly the way to do it. That you know that you're not going to be able to hedge him in too much, but if you keep it loose enough that he has to finish his affairs in hell before he can invade. That still leaves him a lot of leeway so he doesn't fight you too much on the contract, because he can still interact with you guys. He's just not going to invade your realm until he's finished his business in hell. So yeah, you successfully put that contract together. He agrees to it, and he signs it in blood. He will not invade your realm.
Sign it in blood.
Okay, done and done. I will say you should probably write on the truths box on your character sheet that you have a blood pact with Baphomet.
Will do.
Because,
dealing with the devil.
Yeah, just a tiny deal with the devil. It's no big deal. Everything's fine. Well, there's only so much I can do while I'm in this body, but I can give you a general idea of where to head to get to the Forsaken Keep. In this world, for you mortals, it's more of a projection of will than it is physical travel, and yet by doing the physical travel, you are kind of projecting your will in a way that will move you forward. I'm not quite sure if that tracks for you guys, but
I mean, if you say will as wheel, it makes sense. Wheels move you. Right?
How have you not eaten this cat yet, Barry? I don't understand.
Good. I mean,
Stringy.
He's kind of useful sometimes, and his bat friends makes me laugh.
Do you like the bat?
Yeah, see, I don't, my friends don't fuck me over like they do you. I don't know. Maybe you could learn a thing or two about me. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you spent eternity
that's
as
all right.
the Lord of
You're forgiven.
Animals?
Oh, there was more to the sentence. Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
You're going to miss me when I'm gone.
Nope.
I think you are. A little bit.
I don't think so. I think I have gone... Don't talk for me, okay? That's very rude. I'm not going to be trapped in this just strange foot fetish body forever.
You're the one who told me to do it.
I know. Can we go?
Okay.
I want to go home now.
Getting all upset again. Why don't you calm down? You need to take a nap or something first?
No.
Wait here. If he's stuck in a foot, does that make him an arch villain?
Maybe you can get him a juice box and some apple slices.
I hate all of you so much.
Hey, man, just be cool, man. No need to be a heel about it, dude.
You know what? Fine.
I will unsummon this creature so fast if you all don't cut it. No, I'm just kidding.
He's in a jam. That's all right.
It's like my version of I'm going to turn this car around. It's in a jam. Nice.
Okay, fine. So at this point, there's kind of like I'm going to borrow a little bit from kind of like doing a skill challenge sort of thing, where they're kind of like a combination of skill challenge and a little bit of traveling, because traveling through Hell Dimension, you're going to have a guide that can get you in the general direction you want to go. You've made a contract with him, so everything's as kosher as it can be. So he's actively trying to lead you. But you're still traveling through a hell dimension, so there's going to be a few weird pit stops along the way.
Totally cool.
It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but every room is that tunnel.
Yes. So I would like, you know what, Jake? I'm going to say that you go first, and then you can choose the next person to go. Jake, roll me a 1d4.
1d4. I can roll one of those. Biggie bang boom, 2.
Okay, awesome. Let me pull something up. Okay. This is going to be totally fine. Not a problem. Up ahead. Do you see it? And you've been traveling across like these weird roiling plains where the grass sometimes looks suspiciously like hair, and you think every now and then there's like maws waiting beneath wanting to bite you. And you see a change in landscape up ahead, and it looks like a river, but the river just stretches on as far as the eye can see, and it looks almost like a mile wide from bank to bank. Yes. The River Nasgath. This is going to be a bit awkward. You look into the river, and it's like it's not water. It's like black sludge that reeks of death. It's sludge, and it's flowing, and it's kind of got that weird oily sheen that also does the weird shifting color. And it also seems to kind of move within itself. Like maybe a little ways down the embankment, you see another demon that looks like it's a scout, and it's coming to come check you out. And just as you're all taking notice of it, you just see a tendril of this sludge shoot up out and grab it and pull it in, and it just starts being ripped apart within the oily waters.
We need on the other side of that.
Yep. So basically,
Yeah.
You are the shortcut.
Yeah, I'm going to look to shortcut and tell him to create one, please.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if it works or not. That's the question.
True. It is a weird place, so some things may not work exactly as you expect.
It's 36 under 80.
Okay, so even though I rolled some chaos dice for you, you did get an advantage dice, because using teleportation here is a smart bet. You do. And so we're going to say that you get the first batch of people over, but then your portal kind of weakens before everybody can get over. Basically, a lot of these environmental objectives are going to need 2 pips of successes.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Can I use my hero point to re-roll some of those dice for me?
Fine. Okay. Use your abilities to help yourself.
This time.
Okay. Go for it.
We'll go ahead and make sure it goes off. I'll go ahead and spend my 2 hero points I've got, and if there's a chaos that came up, we'll re-roll it, and then we'll spend the other 3 on hero dice.
Okay. So if you do that, I re-roll the ones that had not rolled in your favor. That does give you the extra pip. It makes sense. Getting across the river with teleportation, it was just easy. I mean, you are shortcut. I mean, you're knockoff, but you're also shortcut.
I think it's more appropriate at this point. It's more just like Shooter McGavin, actually. No.
It's pretty easy. Just in and out. Everybody hops through your portal. You all get through. It's not a big deal. This was it looks like it could have been nasty, but whatever. Who cares about that nonsense? Jake, you get to nominate who the next person is to roll what weird thing you encounter.
Well, I think since Knockoff got us across the river, he should be the next.
Makes sense. Okay.
Boy. 1.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. So you cross over the river, and then initially the river seemed to stretch as far as the horizon would go. But as you get past that, the ground starts to kind of shift from roiling, weird, fleshy hair and teeth nonsense, and it starts getting darker and darker until it's almost more like volcanic rock. You keep traveling further until it starts looking like jagged pieces of obsidian, until all of a sudden you realize that you've come to these cliffs. and it's just jagged, shining obsidian going down nearly 1,000 feet before you can reach the next area. It looks horribly treacherous. And you look back behind you, and there's kind of that whole like weird fog of war stuff you see in video games sometime, where the place that you were is no longer there. No big deal. Just like 1,000 feet of, jagged obsidian going down. And that's kind of our next. And there may or may not be stuff in the area, but that's where you're at. So yeah, we've kind of usually in skill challenge rules. I know it's not necessarily a hard rule in Spectaculars, but I like the thing where you kind of have to have somebody else step in for the next.
Yep, I feel like the portal's the right answer this time.
So who would like to take on the treacherous obsidian cliffs?
So are we trying to go? Wait, are we trying to go? I think I misunderstood. Are we trying to go down it, or are we trying to go across? Mm-hmm. Okay, down.
Down.
And we can't see the bottom necessarily.
You can make it out.
I got this one. This is easy. Because we just gotta fly down there. So I'll just transform into a Quetzalcoatlus. I don't know how to pronounce that right.
Yeah.
And I'll just scoop everyone up in my giant fucking claws and beak and just soar us all down.
Okay. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, you want me to roll something for that, probably, don't you?
Of course I do.
Let's roll my shape-shifting. 70%. Look at that, 45.
You do and you do. No chaos pop for you, and you did get 2 advantage pips. So yeah, everybody hops onto the Quetzalcoatlus. And man, hell is you don't guys. What's the big deal here? I mean, it really is a lot more treacherous than this. It's normally a lot more dangerous than this. It's usually pretty dangerous. That's fine.
Man, listen, it's okay. Like, just say, like, they were slacking off and stuff, man. Like, you're going to make hell great again, man.
Yeah, this is all Eric's fault. Back when I used to run this place, this was just unpassable. Just could not be breached. This was my wall.
Yeah,
shame. It's just that wall.
It's
I bet the demons didn't even pay for it.
I gotta tell you, for hell, I'm not too impressed so far.
I almost want to lead you into some monsters, okay? Because if you're gonna talk to me like that,
just saying, like, I had this impression of you in my head for a while now. It's like some big tough son of a bitch, and now, I mean, I don't know. I'm just a little disappointed, is all. I mean, reality. Never meet your heroes or something, right? Isn't that the phrase?
Okay.
Not that you were my hero. You're kind of a pain in the ass, but you were.
It's good to avoid pains in the ass too.
Yeah.
I hear that. It's a lot to take in today. Okay, but we're moving forward. All right. So, Dan, you got to roll the last one. Who do you nominate to roll for the next event?
I think we'll just kind of keep the turn going. You solve the puzzle, you make the next problem.
Fair enough. Chuck rolls me another D4.
Sure. I can do that. 2.
Okay. So, we've done you. Okay. So you get through, like, you kind of get past the obsidian cliffs, and as you do, and you kind of get to the embankment down below and move forward a little bit, you start getting to what looks like just a massive rainforest is probably a loose term, close to it, but like, think Venus flytraps that are 30 feet tall. You see something that might be a rodent, but it looks like it's. I mean, you've already seen the scroll earlier. You start to get the feeling this is an entire jungle full of things like what that squirrel might have come from. And the earth even kind of trembles as you see a giant shape who you can see walking in the distance, but all you're seeing is its legs as the fog breaks at about 40 feet high.
My goodness.
So it's a forest with a giant creature with legs.
Yeah. Yes, we have entered the Valley of Torment.
Exactly. Did I hear some way that Quetzalcoatl figured into this? Did I catch that, or did I just hear that?
That was the last one.
Did you fly down? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to ride on the Quetzalcoatl tales of that previous segment, but I just wanted to make sure that I heard that.
Ouch.
Do you think enough time has passed that, like, so I'm trying not to overdo my summoning or my necromancing.
Okay.
Do you think enough time has passed that, like, I could attempt to necromance something? Because I'm not going to try and do both.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. Because I'm hoping that maybe I necromance something that helps me, because I'm a tiny little raccoon.
Yeah, sure. So basically, like, Baphomet let you know, like, we're almost there. This is where my goodest boys, the ones who did such a good job in the maze, this is where I let them retire. So all my favorite pets, they live in this little, Valley of Torment. But they've kind of been left untended for a while. They're probably going to be a bit feisty.
That's all right. I just want to find something that helps my tired little raccoon legs. So I rolled a 63, which is under my 80. Now I'm going to roll a d20. It's 16. I summoned an elephant.
Oh.
It's a necromanced elephant.
Fantastic.
Nice.
That's wonderful. Roll me a d20.
Rabies. It has rabies. Oh, no. It's 12.
Okay.
12.
Your elephant is 12 times the size as normal.
Oh my gosh. This elephant might crush the whole world and we may not know it. We're probably already dead.
What's the name of the 50-foot woman?
Oh, shit.
Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
Karen, yeah.
Well, I
Oh
mentioned
my God.
earlier.
That's our giant lady, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go to summon some sort of creature that'll help transport you through here, and you get a lot more than you bargained for. You get a massive, like, near kaiju-sized...
Oh my God.
But it's probably closer to, like, a mammoth, but with, like, the hairs sometimes are tendrils that have, like, little eyes on the end of them. It's a creepy, creepy creature. It's not quite what you intended.
Yeah, that would make it like 120 feet tall, about.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll have a
tall.
giant kaiju mammoth meandering you through this place. So I'm going to give you a tick, but this thing will also land you a lot of chaos dice on anything else you do.
Okay.
My
So
bat feels no need to further expend energy to fly at seeing the gate of this thing, and just lands directly on its head and is just sitting atop it in a Shadow of the Colossus style wobbling gate atop of it as it lumbers.
So the good news is this thing does get you your first pip of success getting through this horrible forest, because it just crashes through the foliage and the trees.
Yeah.
It stomps on one of those giant man-eating plants. It's crushing almost everything in its path. The bad news is it does draw a ton of attention. There's other stuff here that's even bigger than it.
There are things here that are bigger than my elephant.
Yeah.
I'd like to roll surveil someone as my bat to surveil the scene, if that makes sense.
Of course. Yeah. Kind of keep an eye out for what else is out there, because you can feel like that weird, like, it's that Jurassic Park thing where there's like the tremors as you feel something moving towards you.
So the bat does roll success on that.
Yeah. So, Ray, what's your favorite style of kaiju?
Oh, I'm a big fan of just classic lumbering brawler kaiju. Just barreling Godzilla style, ambling through the city, accidentally knocking things over. Don't care for, Mecha Godzilla as much. Don't care for flying kaiju. I like just a good ground-based, ground and pound kaiju.
There is, in fact, the most impressive being that you've ever seen. It's terrifying, but it's kind of majestic in its own right. There's this huge reptilian type creature that is just lumbering towards you and just drool slavering from its jaws as it stands nearly triple the height of your own giant elephant. And it looks like it wants to eat your ride. Now you have spotted it, and it's lumbering.
Says simply, Jeremy, in this moment, I'm a bat.
So you've spotted it, and we described that it is a lumbering creature. So it's not like quickly coming upon you. But you're not out of the woods yet. So you would need to come up with some quick thinking to avoid fighting this thing. If anybody else has something to toss into the travel challenge.
I was thinking of joining the bat in the air.
Okay.
And channeling my animal manifestation for a bombardier beetle, which allows me then to fly up into the sky and eject from my anus a series of chemical bonds into the eyes of this lumbering creature so that they are unable to see us.
Okay. Just to clarify, for your action, you would like to roll to do anal secretions into the opponent's eyes.
I would like that, if that's okay with you, GM.
I would love nothing better to see this.
Going to deliver the strongest case of pink eye the world's ever seen.
Yeah, you know,
more like
before the day started, I rolled out of bed and I said, God, you know, I really hope that Jeff shoots something out of his ass today. I need that.
I am going to have to burn the two, like, because we get a hero point for like 100 bits, right? Okay, so now I'll burn so I can get that to a success. So you can get like 2 chaos dice if you want.
That's wonderful. And you know, the fun thing is you realize as you try to channel your power and you realize that the normal anchor of your power is no longer centered inside of yourself. You realize it's a lot harder than you would normally expect to do this.
So not impossible though. It's just
not impossible. It's just
that's good to know.
Really, really straining. So the good news is
I'm really straining to get this noxious gas.
You're straining so hard
anus.
That you do get another success. You're only one success away from getting out of this horrible place. But you strain so hard that 3 chaos dice come up and you take 30 damage.
Oh dear.
You push so hard that you cause
the hemorrhoids.
You cause 30 points of damage to yourself from your own anal secretion.
You know, fiber could help with that.
Get a couple glasses of Metamucil a day.
It's been a weird night. It's been a weird night tonight.
As a man of a certain age, let me just say that Fiber One is a real treasure and does help.
It's been.
Oh my god!
It's been a weird night.
Has it been a weird night, or has it just been a regular night?
I think it's normal spectacular stuff.
It's our brand of comedy.
Okay, so yeah, this giant lumbering lizard has, you know, Jeff's anal juice in his face, and so he's like blind. You've got a chance to get out of here before he clears it away. Who wants to take the last stretch to get yourselves out of here?
I mean, can I?
I think who else hasn't done one yet on the
I was gonna say
I
did something.
Karloff hasn't.
I think Karloff
done a skill yet.
Yeah,
and catastrophe.
I did the surveil.
Oh yeah,
I did the surveil. Yeah.
You rolled our first major malfunction, but I don't think you've done a check yet.
That's true. Yeah, I think
I'll try to do a time manipulation to speed up our travel time.
Nice.
So we speed up, force speed our way through this thing.
That poor lizard is stuck in a slow motion, like, why? Of this stuff in its face.
All right, got to get under 60. Here we go. Hey, 16 under 60.
There
you
go.
do, and you do. And in my mind, I can't help but picture the Benny Hill music. Like if the lumbering thing, like blindly reaching out for you as the elephant is just kind of like fast forward, like running through.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Get them chili dogs.
You do.
It's chili dogs.
So, fortunately, thanks to your agreement made with Baphomet, you guys kind of had an easier path than normal to get through here, and that was good. You guys didn't take any damage or anything like that. You do get to an area where like you kind of breach through the Valley of Torment, and you see like it bursts through, and then there's just this huge maze that stretches out nearly a mile, you would think. And then on the other side of the maze, you see like this crooked winding bridge that kind of goes up into the air. And there's kind of like this floating landmass that has a giant castle with a towering spire atop it, just kind of in the middle of the air. And that's clearly, the Forsaken Keep, just kind of like on this floating island. Before you can get to that, there is the maze, and the maze is one of the domains of Baphomet.
Oh, well, surely he can get us through that then.
I can.
Always turn left. That's what I hear.
Always left hand on the wall.
Come on.
That's it.
Okay, fine. Yes, that's basically it. There was a time, like, it used to be a big... Just, never mind.
Okay,
no, it's okay.
We'll act surprised. Take us away.
Fine. Okay, here's the thing. Do you still have that broken seal from your world? The clay seal, the one that blocked teleportation into your realm?
Oh, yes. Probably. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know who's got it.
I mean, some of you guys said you picked it up. I forget who said they had it, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that.
I like the idea that like my bat is just flying around with it and doesn't know. Like somebody just left it on his back, just like, oh.
What we're going to need to do is to find our way into the heart of the maze. And there's a spot there where I believe if you take that symbol and we have an occultist among you, and we have allegedly a sorcerer. The two of you could work together to bind that into place in the heart of the maze, and that would allow a focal point for me to bring my true self through. It will draw a good bit of attention, though. And Eric will probably have some strange abomination or another come out here to try and kill you as you do.
That sounds about right.
No big deal. Just the usual.
Just the kind of abominable no man's land that we're used to.
So yeah, I mean, fine. We'll all turn left. And that'll get us there. Let's see what we're at, 11:22. Okay, I'm gonna, because I know we're gonna do a comment. I'm gonna try to abridge slightly. You turn left, and that's the trick. You do get to like a central area where there's like weird, tormented type, statues and water fountains and things of that nature. Lots of horrible and carnal scenes of violence and that sort of, nonsense depicted. But you do find a spot where there's like the giant, probably good 20-foot tall statue of this horned minotaur-ish type figure. It's got the very stereotypical upside down pentagram and whatnot. So here's the thing. You can do, he points to Dr. Huff, you do some of your hoobly-doo to kind of put together. You, shortcut, kind of put some of your mojo into it, kind of seal it into place. And then the rest of you should anticipate something horrible to arrive to try and kill you while doing it.
Perfect.
No big deal. Everything's totally cool.
Oh, I can handle that, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited about this. I've been a little bit disappointed. I kind of thought once I was here, I would kind of feel like myself, but I kind of feel like I've been just kind of a shadow of myself. But this is gonna make things good again. And I'm really grateful for this. I am.
I have a very unsettling question for our friend Link, Barry, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, whatever.
The fragments of this seal should probably be fastened together as well as they possibly could. Could I ask you to channel, say, a silkworm to help thatch these pieces together?
Sure. And I will channel a silkworm. It's a little bit more painful than normal.
And then using the missing link silk, I will affix the pieces of the seal together.
Yeah, it's like that. Like, what's that stuff? Like the silly string stuff. It's basically what I'm doing now. I'm just shooting it all over the place. There's like silly string everywhere. It's
just skeet all over.
Yep.
Sorry. Like nachos into cheese dip. Just
first time silkworm. It's hard to aim this.
Perfect. Before we get started, I can maybe try and throw an illusion up that makes this place look empty from the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, buy us a little time, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
It's a 9 under 60.
Okay. So illusion set up here. All right. So, Dan, as the sorcerer,
yep,
you are the one who will have to try and choose how you want to try and channel energy into this.
Okay. How does that work exactly?
Up to you.
Am I just spending an ability, or
if you feel like you've got an ability that you could kind of justify using, go for it.
I figure portals might be it if we're trying to, open up a gateway to, reconnect his shit.
Okay, I'll allow that.
So, well, it's 54 under 80.
Okay. So, good news, bad news. That is success, but I did roll a couple chaos pips, and I feel like the appropriate thing might be that as you're channeling your energy into one thing, the place that you had channeled your magic into elsewhere kind of dissipates.
Sure.
So as you're doing it, the illusion does kind of come down, but you are successfully opening the portal. Unfortunately, it's not going to be something that just instantly happens. It's glowing. It's slowly gathering its energy, but as it does, you kind of hear commotion coming towards you.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Come on. This is just stupid. Is this really who's going to send? Okay, I'm going to apologize in advance.
Old
Ariok
girlfriend.
sometimes.
Old girlfriend.
Yes, but no. That's not really why I was apologizing. I went through a phase. Okay, fine. So Ariok sometimes likes to tap into like adjacent dimensions to kind of, as I said, imagine if there was some crazed artist that would like to hear a description of a creature and then draw it from their own mind, and you could imagine the nonsense that would come from such an event.
It's pretty. That's just lunacy. Who would do something like that?
I don't even know. It makes no sense whatsoever. But apparently there is something called a giving of thanks, perhaps. And there's Look, it's called the Gobbler. I'm incredibly sorry. I'm really ashamed that you're going to have to fight this.
Like, is that the Doomgobbler, man?
Yes, you know the Doomgobbler.
I do, man. I heard it's appearing in issue 3 of Dies in the End by Defenders of Kobold, man.
That's really fucked up. Your multiverse of knowledge is amazing.
I'm pretty great, man.
I mean, to be fair, I mean,
there's actually something really appropriate about Chuck's character just being like, fuck, dude, I don't know, man. Like,
so yeah.
Imagine. Oh damn it! What's the one thing? The retcon point. Do we have any retcon points? Can we ensure that there are vape machines in our world?
Yes.
Okay.
There are absolutely, through whatever means, vape machines exist.
Nice.
So yeah, as you're kind of doing this, you do see the Doomgobbler approach.
Oh man.
And alongside him, there's like a shambling ooze.
would you say the ooze is waddling?
Well, yeah, it's separate from the Doomgobbler, but yeah, it's probably waddling a bit. Like, just imagine, just like, you know, sometimes whenever you're getting stuff prepped and you have all like the fat or the gristle that you've kind of trimmed off to the side or whatever, and it just kind of makes that weird, gross lump. Like a living amalgamation of that stuff is kind of traveling along beside the Doomgobbler. And then flanking on the other side, next to all this fetid, horrid living meat pile, is just like a weird swarm of flies that kind of seems to stay together in a form that's vaguely humanoid, but it's really just a collection of a bunch of bugs all together. And that's kind of what is approaching you.
Good luck with that, guys.
What are you doing over here?
It's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah? Yeah, is it cool? You
Yeah.
just see this massive turkey. It's probably like a good 20 feet tall. It doesn't make any sense. And its features are just bizarre. You think it's wearing a vest, maybe? What kind of fucking turkey wears a vest? Who knows?
So Surgeon Spectre is looking at this thing and is very, very hungry. So I think the thing that Surgeon Spectre would try to do is try and sneak up on it and bite it.
Wonderful. I think we're going to go and start up some initiative in just a moment.
Okay.
So you kind of start coming up. It's like, oh, you want to eat? You want to eat?
I even imagine like it being a non-lethal bite. Like it
hungry.
like lifts up its wing and like I'm like hanging off like with my mouth. I'm like,
I think that's great. I'm gonna give you that you start the fight already mouth attached to one of its wings. And it just looks at you, it's like, all right, number one, I respect that. Number two,
thank ya.
Gobble gobble, motherfucker, let's do this. All right. So we're gonna shuffle things up and we'll see how our initiative deck goes. And it's going to be a rough start. Unless anybody has any initiative nonsense that they want to pull.
Oh, yeah.
We've got, to give you a basic layout, we've got Doomgobbler, leader, Doomgobbler, 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 Meat Sack, Striker, Fly Guy, Tank, Booster, Tactician, Doomgobbler, Controller, Doomgobbler.
Oh, he
Holy
gets a lot of turns.
crap.
He gets a turn for each of you.
It was nice to know everyone.
Is our pal going to do anything to help us out as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I still have my elephant, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Hasn't detonated us all yet.
Maybe that's part of maybe that's the other reason the maze was a lot easier. You're like, okay, go left. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Plow through with an elephant.
Yeah, the bat was seeking out on top, and
yeah. The whole time, Baphomet's just really frustrated. Like, a long time ago, mazes used to be a big deal before all you stupid millennials and your bats and your giant elephants and.
Look, it's not my fault that hell made mazes consisting of nothing but the left-hand path. All right.
Yeah, you gen hexers. You Gen Hexers should have hedged your bets in this mage.
Fine. So, does anybody want to do any initiative nonsense?
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to move the striker 2 turns forward.
Okay.
Yeah. I also want to activate my leader card. For every hero point, I can move one hero's initiative card 1 space forward. I'm going to go ahead and spend the 1 hero point that Bert gave us, the 3 previous hero points that Eddie gave us, and I'll go ahead and spend the 2 we just got. All 6 of us move 1 shift forward.
Okay. So I'm going to take a moment to adjust.
And then I got more after that, too.
Oh, no. I think sometimes it might be easier just to have actual cards in them. So
maybe write them on like slips of paper or something, and then you can put them up and down. Or put them in a document where you can just cut and paste them or something.
Oh, actually, so you moved him forward again, so now it's striker. Man, you guys have a lot of initiative stuff that you do. That is cool. That is super cool.
As Jeremy says, weeping softly.
Yeah, no, this is good. It's okay. It's all good.
We get like a point back at the beginning of our scene or something, right? If we have.
Yeah,
like,
you start each. Yeah.
All right.
If you look at your sheet, like your character sheet where your powers are, you can count how many open hero points are, and that's how many you start an encounter with. Then you would start with plus whatever ones we got from bits.
Well, are those one per bits or 1 per everyone per bits?
1 per bit. 1 per donation, yeah. And I'm spending all of those.
Okay, yeah, you guys all scooted on up.
And then I am also going to use my shape-shifting ability.
Oh, controller beats them now. Okay.
To turn myself into a large can of cranberry sauce to surprise the Doomgobbler. And I will take its first initiative slot, and that Doomgobbler initiative slot will go to the bottom of the list.
Okay. So much. Okay, I think I've got it.
He's gonna get lost in the sauce.
It's you guys have a lot of initiative stuff.
Yeah, we were just gonna scummy up this fight so bad.
That's okay. I mean, that's kind of your thing. If you've got it, you should use it, man.
I suspect I'm not going to help this combat at all.
No, you're going to be fine. You're going to do some amazing stuff, man. I feel it.
I know. How much am I going to have to focus on the portal? That's the question.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just think really hard and go.
With a lot of finagling, I finally have it back up. All right. So our leader is starting first.
I'm going to pop out of my cranberry sauce and be like, haha, fooled you. I'm secretly cranberry relish. And I will do a psychic blast.
Cranberry relish?
It's the worst.
Gross.
It's the worst.
Gross.
It is. That's horrible. That is lethal. That's horrible.
Yeah. So yeah, I do a telepathic attack.
Going to relish in his pain.
And projecting relish.
Disgust and just anguish over experiencing that.
So this is an 80 for me, and I got a 37.
Oh man.
Chuck, the cranberry is what's in his head. What's in his head?
Okay. Oh no. Oh my. Okay. That's oof. All right. I'll make note here. So we've got our first 37 on him. All right. And so then after you, it does get to go. Even though you move some folks up, he had a lot of stuff in a row before the folks went. And you know what? That was just such a delightful thing. I'm going to go ahead and just let him turn around and use one of the things I had in mind. He's like, oh man, you want to make me eat shit? I'll make you eat shit. And he turns around and he just kind of preens himself just right. And just a huge machine gun torrent of stuffing comes spraying out. But it's just like steaming hot. He just sprays you with it.
Hey there, Grouch Couch.
Really
Thanks for the raid.
Oh my god.
We are actually
really
fighting
sorry.
the Doomgobbler, which is modeled after Turkey in my illustration.
I know.
Magazine.
It's kind of delightful.
Yeah, you saw it on the Friendin Twitch stream, and you'll see it in Dan Dies in the End, or here in a handful of weeks.
So yeah, he shoots that hot, steamy stuffing out of his own rectum at you.
Uh-huh.
And it does 47 points of damage.
Ow.
And probably, like, I'm going to say, like, let me just do, like, at least 2 pieces of it get in your mouth.
Ew.
As you're kind of screaming in pain from all the burning.
I'm on a low-carb diet, you dick.
Get fit, motherfucker! Because he's classy like that.
Okay. I'm at 25 out of 100.
Okay. So, next up, we have our striker.
Okay, so continuing the theme of the night, I am going to begin to clinch really hard once more. I'm not at all second guessing this decision after the last time I squeezed too hard, and I'm going to grow a scorpion tail out of my my rectum area, and I'm going to charge at the gobbler, and I am going to stab it over and over and over again with my butt knife.
Okay. Roll that butt knife.
That's success.
Give him with the butter knife.
And I will burn 3 hero points. So let's make it 88 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay. And you got a little bit of chaos that popped up for you, and it balanced out one of your success pips, but you still have a leftover pip. So you could either turn it into like 98 points of damage, or you could maybe pass that boon on to somebody else.
Do we know who's next?
You could go.
Do I know who's next in the order?
So next up, yeah, the Doomgobbler is going to have a couple more turns after you.
Okay. I'll pass it forward.
Pass it forward.
I'll pass it forward since they're going to be able to go again anyway.
That's still 88 more points of damage. It's just kind of ridiculous how much damage you do. Okay, good. All right, next up. So you are just you're carving the turkey. He does not appreciate that. So it probably turns around and just like its giant beak just gnashes down and tries to bite your tail off, I would think.
Okay.
That feels like the thing to do.
Okay. The tail's coming out of my ass. It knows that, right?
It just buries its beak deep into your ass and rips off the scorpion tail. It eats the whole ass.
How?
And does 60 points of damage eating that ass.
It's really funny because as it chews down on that tail, it's like, I thought this would taste differently. And that's because the tail that it bit was actually an illusion. Because, there are 2 missing links with scorpion tails coming out of their ass. Magic, illusions, mystery, carny.
Oh my god.
Wow. So now
that's a solid toss of bullshit out of your ass there.
Oh my god. As if that couldn't have been. I mean, he has one more action after that. I just think he just continues to try to I can't make myself say it. I'm good. No, I'm gonna make myself say it. He keeps going.
Okay.
He's gonna go Amy on that ass.
Oh God.
He does, but maybe with a little bit less vigor this time. Like he's still doing it, but it's like, okay, fine. I guess I'll just. I thought I was done. Nom.
I never liked
22.
salad anyway.
So there's a little less vim and vinegar behind it. So it's only 22 points of damage this time around.
That's much better.
His heart's just not in it anymore.
No.
He thought you had something special, and then it just wasn't real.
But it was all an illusion.
It was all an illusion. He thought he had something special, but it was all an illusion. Okay, so next up is our tank. Save us. Don't make me keep eating Jeff's ass.
That is a great thing. I do want to thank TT2KB for that raid.
Timely.
Right when the
timely
words.
because I'm about to raid.
We're appropriate.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah,
So much ass
we're
stuff tonight.
come here for the Defenders of Cobalt. Stay for the ass eating. I'm so sorry. Ray, save us, please.
It'll be one of our quoted reviews on our new movie poster.
So my bat noticing that this creature's mouth is firmly in the missing link's anal cavity is going to take that momentary distraction as an opportunity to sweep the leg.
Always sweep the leg.
Whether or not that's going to cause pain to the missing link as this is buried into its anal cavity, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But sweeping the leg seems like a smart thing to do.
I agree. This is good.
And it's a success, Jeremy. I sweep the
It
fucking
is.
leg, and as I do it, I yell, "I'm a bat!"
You know, I didn't see it coming. I didn't know.
I almost forgot.
Like, what's he gonna say? Oh,
I love it. I love it. I love the like. Maybe he'll say there has to be like a D100 that you roll on, where he. But the reality is they're all I'm a bats.
You did get the bonus boon dice to be rolled from Jeff earlier, as he kind of like he posed, he mounted. You were one pip away from getting the spotlight. You've got 3. You were one shy of getting spotlight.
Try and make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you felt like spending a point for it, we could always re-roll it.
It'd be fun.
Okay. Let's give it a go. And it was 50-50. It was a point well spent. So you sweep the leg. What does your archetype get whenever you get the spotlight?
Me?
Yeah.
So getting the spotlight. When I roll 4 boons on a single die roll on a conflict scene, I can either the enemy attacks me because I'm a familiar, so the idea is that I'm a distraction. I can have all damage I take, or I can add the spotlight initiative card to the initiative tract and act on its turns.
You get all those things.
Yeah, it's everything. They're not.
You get all that. So you get an extra action each round. You take half damage, and then the third one was like they roll extra chaos dice if they attack you or something.
More or less, yeah. Like if the enemy attacks me, I get to add 2 challenge dice to their roll, basically.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, you get all those things. So you're going to get an extra action at the end of the round, basically, on top of this. But what I need to know from you, Ray, is this isn't just sweeping the leg. You did something so amazing that if this was a comic book, this would be that splash panel that covers a page and a half. How did you so thoroughly do something amazing and cool versus the Doomgobbler?
So I think as my bat sweeps the leg, my cat jumps up and claws at his eyes.
Oh, nice.
I would like to point out that thanks to Eddie, 300 bits have been donated for a complication.
Oh, Eddie. Oh, I love you so much. Where's my complication deck? Oh, my God. I need it. I need it. So yeah, you jump up in that thing's face, and you are just tearing at it. It's pretty amazing. Like the Bat and Cat tag team, back again, just going crazy on it. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm just gonna, since we're already in the middle of this, I like to draw 3, and then just let the person choose what they want to apply. So Eddie, God bless your soul. You're a beautiful human being, and I love you. And I want you to tell me which of these sounds fun to you. We could have an out-of-control vehicle. I don't know how we could have like a hell train that just suddenly bursts through
what
the
about
screen.
the elephant as vehicle?
True. We could have a complication of unpredictable powers. There's some sort of like weird hell energy here starts having powers not working the way you would anticipate. The third one I drew is a little harder for me to work into the scene. It's downed power lines, but who knows? We could find a way to finagle that. So there's the equivalent of like you could have like an out of control, like either a hell train or like the weird doom elephant going crazy, or unpredictable powers, or some sort of like weird power line business. What do you want?
Yes, what would be the most efficient complication to toss into this?
Oh, he says option 2.
Freaky out of control powers. I love it.
Okay.
God bless you. And also that name, Gorilla de Hun. I really love that. Okay, a lingering effect from one of the hero's powers, where the interaction between the hero's and villain's powers produces an unexpected danger. We're going to add a hazard initiative card. Each time that hazard initiative card comes up, a hero, either the closest to the natural danger or chosen at random, whatever makes sense, suffers an attack by the, like, so you've caused some sort of terrible rift in the powers here. And each round, somebody's going to have to suffer the equivalent of an attack of weird eldritch energies just going haywire and crazy. So I'll have that go off at the end of the round for this round, since we already have the initiative track set up. But then going forward, I'll just kind of roll for where I place that in there. So that's good stuff. Who I think, since that came up on Frienden's turn, is there anything you can think of that might have caused like a weird energy rift that might have come from what you're doing? Like maybe you gouge its eye out and.
I like the idea that maybe piercing the eye also unleashes the eldritch energy within it, like a balloon letting out its air.
Perfect. Yeah, just whatever weird stuff is inside of it that's animating is now just like this ray of eldritch energy is just chaotically sweeping the landscape, ready to, broil somebody to a delicious crisp. That was, man, I'm excited. This is going to go horrible in all the best ways. All right. So we had the tank go. After the tank, we have now that there's that pile of meat, like weird rotted meat that's kind of only connected by like half melted chunks of fat that have kind of melded to each other. I hate to say, but because you're the guy who kind of was already up on it, I mean, I know I shouldn't attack you because you're only going to take half damage, but you are the guy that sweeped the leg. And I think it's gonna come for you. Actually, your bat went for the leg, right? As your bat is sweeping the leg, this pile of meat, just like it's like a blob, and it tries to encompass it, and it just starts kind of melting itself, and it like pieces the meat and fat just kind of like bubble and pop like cysts, and just ooze. And it tries to shove itself into the bat's mouth and ears and even any cavity that it can shove itself into. It tries to push itself into and like suffocate your bat. It's really gross.
That sounds bad.
Bad. Oh my God. It did max damage.
Shit.
Your bat has like 50 hit points, right?
Yeah, my bat's super dead.
this thing just shoves itself inside, just bit by bit, boiling, and like it's like one cyst popping after another, and it just shoves its own oozing mass into your bat's throat, and you just see like the throat expanding, and you can hear the bones crack as this thing shoves its entire mass down its body and just.
Did you get like a half damage or something from taking the spotlight, or was that something else?
He does.
But
the bat doesn't. So yeah, I mean,
I was a bat.
That thing, that was nasty. And you do see it as it just forces itself down there, and then just a moment later, you see it start to just kind of rip your bat apart from the inside out, and just nonchalantly start meandering its way towards the next life form it can. And you see it kind of like taking chunks of your bat's ribs and meat and bringing it into its own mass. And that's what it does on its turn. I'm really sorry, bat. I'm really sorry, bat.
He was the progenitor following of tricking everyone into going into hell. So maybe that's appropriate.
I mean, the good news is there's always the chance of resummoning him later, but we'll have to play that by ear. That was rough, I admit. Next up is our booster. He was looking really good. You had the cool splash scene, and then immediately after his event, he then lost his sidekick. Knockoff, you're the booster, right?
Yeah. Is there something I can do to help this portal business move along faster, perhaps? So we can get this guy his cool badass powers?
Yes, you could try to focus on that. What would you want to apply towards that?
I mean, probably just more of the same thing. Portal harder.
Portal harder. Okay, cool.
Instead of twisting, fingers on one side, we'll do it on both sides.
Okay. Let's give it a go.
And we spent all of our hero points, right?
Yep.
Everybody, I mean, yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Eddie just gave a new one, yeah.
Oh, well, Eddie just gave another.
If it's acceptable, I'll use that to turn this into a success.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a bust.
So the good news is you do make the success. I'm going to track down an extra pip here towards that.
Yay.
The bad news is there is some chaos going on here. I did have a chaos dice pip up for you.
So yay.
It's not too bad. It's just kind of, you take 10 points of damage as you exerting your own energy into doing this. You feel that there is a part of your own essence is being ripped away from you and being put into what's going on here. To try and make it go faster, you have to give up a piece of your own soul.
It is
no big deal. Nothing to worry about. No lasting repercussions whatsoever.
I can spend that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's all good. Oh, man. What is going on here with all these bits?
Eddie's just making it rain today.
Eddie, man. That's crazy. Kind of love it. So after after Dan, we then have our swarm. So next up, the flies go. The flies I had intended to be kind of the smarter of the two for the minor villains. And at this point, if you just did that as your action, you're kind of pushing yourself above and beyond. It's pretty obvious you're the guy who's actively trying to finish whatever supernatural mumbo jumbo is going on here. The swarm will come at you. And it's just pretty straightforward. You're being attacked by a swarm of flies that are just all biting and stinging. And, it's not all flies. There's also like hornets and other crazy, terrible, insects in there.
Hope I brought my heavy pen.
It's really unpleasant.
It's like My Girl all over again.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, I lost all my hero points because Dr. Karloff referenced My Girl. Oh no, Macaulay Culkin, no.
I suddenly have a sad
Where
in
are
my
his
heart.
glasses?
I have a sad.
I
have a
do.
little
I have a
sad.
sad too.
What does it mean?
But meanwhile, Dan takes 45 points of damage.
Oh my god.
As this hell swarm just stings and bites and tears away at you.
Please no.
Doing their best to kind of
worn shorts and short sleeves to hell. God damn it.
Yeah.
Should have worn a parka.
You needed more deet.
That's it.
Yep, you needed more deet. All right, so after the swarm, next up we have looks like tactician.
Hello. So
Yes.
do I have all of my turns for both of my necromancy and my summoning? Like I think I do, right? Because the last thing I summoned was the elephant, and that was a while ago.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see.
Okay,
It's a weird
so-
hell dimension. Stuff here gets to linger longer than usual.
Okay, so question. Who has abilities right now that they want to use, but they don't have their turns up? And how many do you have left? Okay, Missing Link, how many do you have?
I have
Start.
2 different ones. One of them's got 2 tokens on it. One of them has 4 tokens on it.
Which one do you want to use more?
The one that's got 4, because it's the one that I like dodge damage with.
So I'm giving you 3, because on your next turn it'll redo. And
Wow.
I have not used any of my hero points at all.
Thank you.
And so because of that, I not only have that, but catastrophe. What about you? What do you have?
Most of what I have is my companion, and he's dead.
Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry about that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So other than that, I just like as far as like powers and tokens go, it's mostly healing. So I would just wait for a chance to tank, and I can do that as a reaction at any time. So you don't need to help me. I'm okay.
Does anybody else have abilities that are on cooldown right now?
I do, but I'm not something I can.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't.
Okay, I can do it at the beginning of anybody's turn, so it's fine. I'm going to attempt to necromance a creature as my my move.
Cool.
I'm going to spend a hero point to make that a success. If I can do that, can I just do that? Is that a thing I can do?
You can. I roll a chaos dice to go along with it.
That's cool. So I
So-
necromance. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you succeed. There is a successful pip of chaos to go along with whatever you just summoned.
Okay. I summoned a mongoose.
Okay.
So I got a mongoose, and I essentially like my directive to the mongoose is that it is now Catastrophe's familiar until he gets his bat back.
Okay. I dig it.
I'm a mongoose.
So this is going to be a little weird because I'm now going to ask that Ray rolls for the mongoose on his turn or on my turn right now. So you're going to roll to do whatever you want because now it's yours. And I'm going to roll for my elephant on this turn.
Perfect.
Elefante.
Mongoose.
His name's Barry Elefante. I'm so happy.
Barry Elefante. Hell yes.
I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Okay. Barry Elefante attempts to attack. Barry Elefante totally attacks.
Who's
My
he
elephant.
attacking?
What's the biggest thing?
The Doomgobbler is the big bad here.
He attacks the Doomgobbler. He attacks the other kaiju.
Okay, so he does another 30.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. And then how about the mongoose? Where's the mongoose going?
The mongoose feeling natural affinity with the person that summoned it, and in addition, seeing the cat, which it somehow feels a bond to, also is focusing on the Doomgobbler, decides to double down on said attack on the Doomgobbler, and runs up and tries to attempt to bite on its Doom Nibblins, if you know what I'm saying.
Good.
He's gonna
Get
give him
those
a
nibblins.
cloaken in the pants.
Oh, that's spicy. I like it.
And he fails.
It's okay.
No, you know what? It's not. I'm going to spend a hero point because I haven't either. This weasel is going to get down in some business.
You're lucky I didn't roll a dolphin. I would have given you a dolphin. You would have hated it.
It would have blown the whole session. I mean, what would even be the porpoise?
I was going to do that one.
So your mongoose doing 83 points of damage really just gets all up in the cloaca? Is that where we were? Man, I don't think I can run a normal game for you guys. I don't
think you can. I don't know if it's you or us.
Yes.
Wow. So yeah, the mongoose.
You cloaking me crazy.
Okay. Hey Eddie, thanks for another hero point.
Oh my god. Okay, no, we're okay. We got this. Oh my god. So next up, we have our controller.
All right, now all these hero points that we've been getting, are those for the team to spend?
Yeah.
Or are they for each one of us?
Well, it's anyone on the team can spend them.
Okay, so how many do we have?
Right now we have 2.
Yeah, we still have like 2 left, I think. I wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
We might have more because let's say that I used my normal hero points before that. So I
spent them all. I went through chat, counted them. I spent all of them. And then Eddie gave us 3 more. And Dan spent 1. That leaves us 2.
Okay.
Eddie is just, man.
Eddie's
your
the
patron
man.
saint. He is. Holy crap.
I'm going to cast darkness on the swarm attacking shortcut and hopefully get them to, in their stinging darkness confusion, sting one another.
Ooh. Okay, I like it.
Here we go. 39 under 70, so that will be a success. I'm also going to activate my power stunt to make that an obstructing attack. So on top of dealing damage, they also add 2 challenge dice to their next roll, and I'm going to spend my personal hero point to activate my controller ability to add an additional 2 challenge dice to each roll that they make on their next.
Oh, nice. So they'll have 4. Like they're just going to be.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is fantastic. That should help knock off quite a bit. Well played, sir.
Yes.
Wow. So we're back to the Doomgobbler, and I got to say, it's really hard for the Doomgobbler to choose what to focus on because you guys are just. I mean, it seems like, as disgusting as it is to admit it, the clear and obvious threat at the moment is the mongoose all up in its guts. And I guess as much as I don't want this to be the case, we have to continue the trend of just clenching and pushing as hard as possible.
As much as you don't want this to be the case.
I did not create this situation. I'm reacting to the situation. I introduced a giant Doomgobbler. I did not No, you know what? It's okay. I don't need to justify myself. It's shitting out the mongoose.
I guess the mongoose is the Doomgobbler now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. No.
And it does. It just kind of, hunkers itself up and just.
I gotta say, this session has hit a new Richard gear.
Oh. So it does pop out. I think most of your summons have 50 hit points?
50.
The mongoose is barely alive. This thing, it gets shit out like a rocket. Hits the
would
ground.
be, but I'm spending a hero point to tank that, my friend.
Oh my god.
And my cat is leaping into the spray and the fray and cradling that mongoose and shielding it from the worst of the detritus that is being shot out of that cloaca and absorbing 30 points of damage.
Eddie just got us another hero point as well.
Oh my god. Okay.
Are you using one of yours or the one Eddie just bought us, Brendan?
You know what? I'll just use that one. Okay, fine, cool. I'm at 2 out of 3.
Okay. We have 2 hero points in the bank.
Okay, it's got 2 more to go. Oh my god. Just wow. So I'm trying to do it. So Barry's up on it. Catastrophe's up on it. Surgeon Spectre's kind of up on it. Or you were hanging off it initially, like
I'm still numbing on it.
Yeah. And then okay, so our mysterious stranger guy, you were a can of cranberry sauce up on it?
Cranberry relish, yeah.
Cranberry relish. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something real quick. Oh, nope, I did that wrong because I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. So he'll use one of my other things I'd written on the side for him just because I think it's funny and I love Thanksgiving. Out of nowhere, somewhere between the ruffle of his feathers, he just pulls out this almost comical, oversized shotgun and just lays it in front of him. He's like, all right, enough of this Mickey Mouse bullshit. Die! And he does an area attack that hits 2 of you. And so I'm going to go for Missing Link, and I'm going to go for our Avatar, are the 2 that I rolled for.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. And he does hit both of you, but it's kind of like, he's kind of in the moment and he's excited that he shot both of you, but he doesn't really catch you as well as he wanted to. So both of you only take 10 damage.
I can handle that. That leaves me with 15 left.
I'm still hanging in, barely.
All right.
So I'm going to spend my remaining 2 hero points to absorb 30 points of damage for each of them as a tank.
Oh my, so neither of you take anything.
So wait,
that's right.
Took 10. So...
I mean,
it's fine. You said you were both hanging on. So my cat, after enveloping the mongoose in an embrace, immediately leaps into action and pushes you both out of the way, nimbly pimbly, like a cat leaping from tree to tree. Right meow.
That sounds perfect.
All right. Well, I suppose after you completely ruin his shotgun attack, for his final action, the Doomgobbler has no choice but to just in pure frustration turn towards Catastrophe and just he's just going to try and eat that cat whole.
You took my bat. You can attack. Bring it on.
All right. I mean, you're going to take half damage, so it's only 31, but I'm going to say, like, he kind of comes down and he gets you in its maw, at least initially.
Okay.
And it's trying to swallow you, but you're too frisky for him to fully swallow you down.
You know what? I think this is fine because I'm at 69 hit points and this is quite nice.
Oh my. The other fun thing is you have an extra action now. Even though it's the end of the turn, you have your secondary action because you got the spotlight. Oh. So as this thing, snaps you up, trying to chomp you in its mouth, what do you want to do?
I'm going to march right down its gullet and punch it in the heart.
Okay. Just diving deep in there. I respect it.
I rolled a 3.
Well, you did. You didn't do a whole lot of damage, but you did just kind of slide right down its gullet and kind of just like lightly scratching it as you do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm intending to like punch its heart, and instead, as anatomy suggests, all I do is like irritate its esophageal tract.
Son of a bitch! Come on,
I'm used to hairballs. I know what you're doing.
What's the matter, Gobbler? Cat got your tongue?
Shut up! I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, this is so gross. Ah.
As I'm sliding down, I say, I'm a feline in recline.
All right, so you are outside of things. So now it's time for me to do the hazard. So 1. So first up on here.
Thank you again, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie keeps giving us more bits.
Wow, Eddie. Oh my God.
Eddie.
That puts us up to 3.
So unfortunately, Jake, you show up as the first on the layout. That hazard, that weird the ray of arcane energy that's coming out of the punctured eye is going to sweep in your general direction. And oh my God, it's going to hit you really hard. It's like it's this weird energy of the mass of protons from between worlds, and it's trying to rip apart the very essence of whatever holds you together for 51 points of damage.
Shooey.
That was a nasty complication, Eddie. Thank you. And now to shuffle the deck. Let's see what other terrible things we can do. All right. Sometimes it's weird on the shuffling. I might ask for an assist on the shuffle there, Jeff. I apologize.
Just did it. You should be good to go.
You beautiful bastard.
I don't know why it does that.
I'll almost feel sad when I kill you.
Yeah, almost. I don't think you could feel sadness.
I don't. I'm a sociopath. I pretend to be a good person.
Checks out, I think.
Yeah. I blame you all for all the weird stuff that happens.
Jeremy, I told you before, a bad person doesn't worry about being a good person, which makes you a good person because you're concerned.
Or am I? Ooh. Oh my God. Okay, so new round, new initiative. Does anybody have any initiative nonsense that they want to do for this round?
Yes.
God damn it. I mean, cool.
Eddie's got 4 hero point, 5 hero points stocked up.
Oh, shit, Eddie.
So
Jesus.
Everyone who's not me, I'll use those points. I'll spend them all to move everyone else up 1 notch.
Do we know what our order is?
That's going to help you guys out a lot, actually. Let me...
Okay.
The Doomgobbler gets an action for each of us, Jen, so we were kind of like hosed. So
yes.
I thought that it was a reshuffle though, so I was trying to figure out if like
it does. Actually, initially this will help you guys get it is going to help you. I'm going to take just a moment.
Which one are you, Jen? What's your role?
Tactician.
You're going looks like 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the assist, striker,
who's controller?
Goblin.
You're going, looks like 4th, Jake. I'm going 2nd.
Controller. This. Actually, I'll put them after there. Be easier. Okay, I think let's get it all right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's extract some. Okay. 5, 6, that's a 6. Okay, cool. You and your initiative chicanery. Well, even with that, you did not have enough to stop the horrid meat monstrosity from going first. So it had just gone into the bat. Catastrophe's in the middle of like doing all his nimbly bimbly jumping around and then jumping down the thing's throat. Who else was up there close? We've got our cranberry sauce, we've got our missing link, and we've got our spectral surgeon. So
and the mongoose is somewhere in the anal region.
It's true. I'll do a D4. That sounds fair. I'll do a D4. One. Okay. So it's gonna, strange enough, go for the cranberry sauce. All this rotten meat is just gonna kind of
it's relish.
Roll over. Or sorry, it's true because cranberry sauce not that bad. Yeah. Cranberry relish. What the hell?
Right.
And it just starts trying to shove itself into your can, so to speak, and just it's trying to mix itself all up in your bits.
Sounds
as you do.
Like how you regularly make cranberry sauce. We got 2 more hero points. Thanks, Eddie. So
Jesus,
2 in the bank.
Wow. Oh my God. So it starts like it's just trying to consume you and make you part of itself. And does 51 points of damage.
Fuck. That puts me like negative 26.
So it doesn't kill you because we're not playing on like a super lethal setting.
Well, also
you were in dire straits.
I'm just going to go ahead and activate my immortality.
Oh.
And I'm at 0 resistance, but so what it says, when you reach 0 resistance, I can spend 1 hero point to not be knocked out of the scene or die if the attack would otherwise kill you. If you take any damage at 0 resistance, you can spend 1 hero point each time to remain alive in the scene, acting normally. Otherwise, you are knocked out of the scene or killed if the attack would normally kill you. So I'm just going to be immortal, and I'll just be hanging out at 0 resistance, just doing my thing like normal.
Awesome. So this mass of meat, it jumps into the can of cranberry relish. It gobbles you up. It eats your cranberry relish all up, and then it leaves the can. But that last shred of yourself that's remaining in the can is enough to keep you tethered. This is a weird game, man.
It is.
I'm okay with that. All right. Next up, I believe, is our striker.
All right. So I'm going to take the scorpion tail that I made long lasting.
Right, the butt knife. Okay.
Yeah, the butt knife. And I am gonna go I'm just gonna go back to it. I'm gonna go back for seconds. It's Thanksgiving after all, right?
You're going for the double penetration. 1, 2.
I mean that's a way to okay. So here we go.
In the business, it's called DP.
This is success. And now, Jeremy, for every hero point I spend, I can add 20 more damage onto it. So how many are we sitting at in the bank?
Sitting on 2 right now.
So I'm gonna take my 2 and the 2 in the bank, if that's okay, and just try to unload as much damage onto this as possible because it hurts.
So another 80 on top of that.
Yeah. So we're looking at 118 points of damage.
Wow.
So I would like for you to describe how your DP, as Chuck would call it, how does this DP kill the Doomgobbler?
Well, it goes in the exit, and then it's a very long scorpion tail, and it just meanders its way to the front and just rips out through like the hanging gizzards or whatever they are.
Do you see catastrophe on your way?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or probably catastrophe has to like dodge out of the way at some point.
Or just grab onto the tail and just fall.
And just come out with
the tail
it.
just comes out with
complications been added.
We found catastrophe.
Yeah, Eddie bought us another complication as well.
Oh my God. What? Oh my God, Eddie. Come on, man.
Eddie, love it. Oh my God, I love you, buddy. Okay, so as the Doomgobbler has been shredded asunder, we've already established that like weird energy is coming out of him, causing its own chaos thing as he's further destroyed. Clearly,
I just want to input Jeremy. At this very moment, Catastrophe is convinced that I'm the reason he came apart from the inside.
Oh, of course. Makes sense. Yeah. All right, Eddie, you beautiful bastard. We've got a few options here. We could have a rival hero show up for some reason. We could have there are prisoners involved, like there's like some sort of prisoners or innocent nearby, or there could be falling debris, like just the sheer chaos of the exploding Doomgobbler could cause a ton of damage to everybody around it. So rival hero, prisoners, or falling debris.
One of those things would be neato to see.
I think the rival hero should be called the Assessor, and he is provoked by anyone creating ask-based crimes.
He can sense a disturbance in the cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
the
rival
Assessor.
hero, it looks like.
Okay, a rival hero. Let me take a second to kind of read over this and kind of wrap my head around how we're going to do this.
We're about to be an accessory to murder.
Yeah.
I'm here to assess the situation.
Okay. Here's the thing. I like the Assessor, but we did kind of establish a very silly idea in our prior session. Somebody had mentioned that there was some sort of German knight that might have been in here, and somebody even joked about something Hasselhoff-esque, a knight rider, if you will.
Oh.
So, seeing that you people are clearly doing some sort of ritual to bring Baphomet back into power, the Knight Rider. What do we? Okay, actually, Eddie, since you've pumped so much into it, it can't be like just straight up Knight Rider. But if you had a Hasselhoff supernatural Knight Rider type dude, Eddie, what would you want to call him? Because God bless you, you've dropped a lot of bits. I mean, Dan's Hasselhoff. God damn it, Dan. Well, nonetheless, you see, I'm going to say it's probably not like the full-on, do we want to have it be like on a mechanical steed, or do we want it to be more like a Mitch Buchanan comes riding in, and you do see like a knight on like some sort of like ironclad horse comes charging in. The Hoffenator. Yeah. The Hoffenator comes in and he comes charging, and he's going to spear probably the dude who is currently actively trying to bring back Baphomet, because he is a holy knight and you are summoning a demon.
By a cool world.
Are you ready for the blitz? Oh my God. I was not expecting this. There's so many things I did not anticipate. And yeah, he comes in and he hits you, and he only does 15 points of damage. It's kind of a grazing blow. But yeah, just like out of the chaos, this knight leaps over one of the hedges and lances you in the side. Knock off.
Ooh.
15
3
points
more
of
hero
damage.
points.
Jesus, Eddie.
We're gonna need him.
Eddie's playing both sides here.
As someone that donated like 1 billion subs tonight, I'm just gonna say you're doing too much, bud. Are you sure your bank account's all right? I'm drunk, so I get it. I spend when I'm drunk. Are you all right? Do we need to have a check?
Oh my gosh. Okay, but that's so now we have the Hoffenator on the scene. Mitch, I'm gonna make a note of that. Mitch Buchanan, the Hoffenator, because that happened. The Hoffenator. So why not? That's what we do. So yeah, that was right after the Striker. We're still pretty early on. The Striker exploded the villain, so I can just cross out all of these because that is no longer an issue. At this point, you just have a wad of meat and a swarm of bees. So yeah, the controller goes next.
Oh boy. Let's see. I think I gotta stop. Let's see, this will be my second turn since casting time manipulation, so I'm gonna try to go up to the Hoffinator and surround my fist with a wave of darkness and try to hit him with it. So darkness manipulation attack, 70%. Oof, 98. But
foul agent of evil, you will not deter me.
I suppose I could spend 3 hero points to buff that up to 100% success rate.
He's trying to raise his kite shield to interject, but maybe with 3 hero points it's enough. You do and you do.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still up by 2 points.
Oh man.
But you wall up the living hell out of him.
Oh snap. Thanks for that sub, Michael. It's been a while.
Oh, cool. Man. You know not what evil you're summoning. You have to stop. Please, if there's any light in your soul, stop this madness.
He's bound by contract. He can do nothing after he's summoned.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
So
All the RPGs ran by
my
Christopher.
Oh man. Wow. This has gone so nuts.
Yeah.
I almost don't know what to do.
Just in time to watch me punch David Hasselhoff.
That is
you
what's
did show
happening.
up just in time. David
like
Hasselhoff just took a 98-point punch to the chin and survived.
And there are 2 more hero points.
Eddie. Oh my god.
Jesus. Okay, tactician, what you gonna do?
Ooh, so I've got a lot going on, which means the mongoose goes during this turn.
Yes.
As well as I'm going to attempt to summon something else because why not? And I see because I've got my necromanced elephant, I have my necromanced chuck, I have my necromanced mongoose.
Yes.
And now I'm about to have a summoned something or other.
Thanks for that hero point there, Michael. So we're up to what, 3 hero points.
I summoned something. Let's see.
Okay,
I'm going to randomly roll on the table of summoning.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
A 14. It's another squirrel. It's a squirrel again.
I'm gonna say it's the same type as before, except this time, just for Chuck, the last one was a female squirrel. This one is a male giant flying squirrel. Just because.
Yep.
No, actually, it's Jen's choice.
It has rabies. We're doing another high-low. Chuck, high-low.
High.
Okay, high's gonna be dude. That is, oh my god, whereas before it was the most woman, now it is the most dude.
This squirrel has the largest giant squirrel nuts in all of history.
And it's going ready to hibernate.
And it's going after David Hasselhoff.
Oh, it's going after the Hoff?
It's going after the Hoff, yeah.
Okay, do it.
Baroni.
Do it. Okay, let's show me.
Oh. Go ahead.
No, he defends himself because in 80, I think it's what, a 50% chance?
Yeah, it's 50. It's 50, and I don't think I have any more hero points, so I think I'm done.
We've got 3 sitting in the bank.
I used the hero point to murder him.
Away with thee, foul nuts of evil! No! I say thee nay!
Jeremy, what's happening to him? Jeremy, what's happening to David Hasselhoff?
Giant evil nuts!
Jeremy!
That shit was nuts.
What? This shit is nuts. I don't know. Why did you do this, Jen? Why did you make me do this?
Wait.
So...
That shit's like camping.
Oh my god.
It's fucking intense.
Okay, so anyway, ignoring Chuck's joke, what I'd like to say is, this squirrel attempts to run over David Hasselhoff.
Mm-hmm.
and in the process accidentally like misses him, but then his giant man bits smack into Hoff, and it's just enough to knock him over.
Okay, it takes him off of his horse. His armor and his shield and his sword all go clattering to the ground, and he's unconscious. He's been knocked out by a massive squirrel nut.
Yep. And who else is still up? What enemies are still up?
At this point, you still have like that weird meat wad.
Cool.
And
Elephant's going after Meatwad. Elephant's
Okay.
going after Meatwad.
Excellent.
Elephant goes after Meatwad. Elephant also, let's just say Elephant misses. And it's like one of those things where it's like he's too small, and so he tries to step on him, but he misses. Like
We have
every
two
so
hero
often.
points left. 2
I-
hero points left.
Okay, I'll spend a hero point to do it.
You can be a hero, baby.
The
Steps
good news
on
is
him.
Meatwad didn't have a lot of hit points. And how do you want your giant elephant to take out Meatwad? Does it just get splattered or?
So just like with the squirrel, it initially misses, but like it stumbles backwards and steps right on it.
Perfect.
And just splats it out.
Monty Python.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. And it lifts up its foot and looks down at its foot, and it has the squished meat on the bottom of its foot.
Master Shake's gonna be pissed.
And now the mongoose's turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now with Meatwad down, what threats do we have left? I'm sorry.
Just that weird swarm thing. The swarm of like hell bugs, like bees and hornets and flies. And
So what the mongoose is going to attempt to do? What's the environment like? Is there anything that if one were to plow, let's say, as many of the swarm as they could attach to their body into, that would injure it? Is there something like that here?
if you got an idea that you want to describe, I'm totally game.
Well, what's the environment like? Because I know we were like escaping hell. Like where are we now?
We're in the middle. We're in the heart of a maze.
Okay.
It's kind of done up in like creepy, spoopy type statues and stuff, but it is the heart of the maze. We've got a couple of statues, a little water fountain, lots of hedge maze type stuff.
Okay, I got an idea. The mongoose is going to jump and increase its surface area as much as humanly possible in an effort to grab as much of the swarm as it can onto its body through sheer force and momentum and plunge it into the water to drown it. And as it does so, it says, "I'm a mongoose."
Delightful. I love that in every way.
That was a 19, Jeremy.
Yeah, it does. There's still some bugs left that didn't get splashed into the water. Oh shit. No, that swarm had already taken damage earlier. Somebody did their big nasty, I think that was the shadow attack against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
39,
Actually, yeah, 39 from before. So because it had already taken damage before, that is enough. It's just enough that while there might be a couple bugs that go buzzing off into the air away from it, the central mass of it has been dissipated. And there's just now it's like that really gross pool that nobody's cleaned in a couple of weeks, and there's all the shit just kind of floating on the top of it, except quadrupled. It's really gross. And some of them are still kind of twitching. Your mongoose may or may not eat some of them now that they're just floating in the water. I don't know.
I picture it like two monkeys where monkeys are picking nits and eating. Like the mongoose is just sitting in the water going, mine, 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 mine.
Wonderful. I think we're sitting at 12:30. As you do that, Dan, you've kind of been focusing on keeping the ritual going. You do see that the silk that Dr. Karloff had used to bind the seal is now actually kind of coalescing towards one whole thing. And the energy of your ritual is now spreading to the statue, and you see that there are cracks starting to form in it. And you see the stone is starting to kind of break away, and you can see the flesh underneath as it kind of begins to grow in size. And slowly but steadily, Baphomet does begin to come forth from the statue. Yeah. Yes. Oh, today is a good day. I will remember each and every one of you We're going to take back the Forsaken Keep. And you, my beautiful little misfits, even you, Barry, even you, will be rewarded.
Especially me, really, to be honest. I've been carrying you around. Yeah.
I was trying to have a moment. I was just...
I mean, this is what my life has been. I was having tons of moments. You just pop right in. So, I mean, just saying. No, continue. Go ahead.
You know what? Fine. It's okay. Let's take a moment. We're going to storm the castle. This shit is going to be off the hook. It's going to be great. We're going to go beat up a Lord of Hell.
No one really says it anymore.
God damn it,
I'm going to start taking the Hoffenator's gear and get on its horse.
Fair enough. I was kind of curious. Like, we'll probably kind of call it here to some extent, but I was curious. Before we move on, like, are we just moving on and leaving the Hoff here, or what do you guys think you might want to do with him?
We should probably bring him with us. It's not like he's bad.
Okay. We don't have to decide that right now. This is probably not a bad spot to cut it. You've completed the ritual. You've summoned Baphomet. You're ready to go up that long, winding road to attack the Forsaken Keep. You have some strange knight who is pretty sure that you're the bad guys from what little bit of time that you've...
I mean, we probably are.
I mean, to be fair, if I was a holy knight traveling through hell trying to right wrongs and I saw some people summoning Baphomet, I would assume I should attack them. That feels like a very random thing that I wasn't expecting, but it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. So, thanks everyone who's watching. Thanks to all of you for just another insane session that I don't really know how to respond to. I'm exhausted.
You know what, Jeremy? After that
happy.
one, just ask your therapist. Really, I mean, in fairness, everyone.
I need to find one. I do. I can
be your hero, baby, Jeremy.
Can you take away my pain?
Let's talk after the call.
Yeah. All right. So let's go reverse order here. And our big beautiful bear, Jeff, is there any parting thoughts you want to leave us with?
Sure. Follow the channel, Adventures in Lollygagging, twitch.tv/thelollygaggers. Friday at like 7 Central, I think we're playing Best Left Buried, and Monday at 9 Central we're playing Alien. You can come check us out. That's all I got.
Very cool. And we've got Chuck, HBIC, foot fetishes extraordinaire, and sometimes host of Baphomet.
Yeah, it happens, right? What do we got? Friday night, 9 p.m. Central. Here on Defenders of Cobalt, we're going to be playing some Mutant Year Zero. Saturday, 9 p.m. Central, over on Goodman Games Official, we're going to be playing some DCC. Check me out at like 5 p.m. on Sunday over on twitch.tv/TT2KB as we do our little Zweihander Horror in Huttenberg follow-up. And then, yeah, I'll be Monday over on the Lollygaggers playing some Alien. And you can buy our zines. They're up for sale. And the next issue of the Dies in the End series will be out here in a week or so.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Friend, do you have anything going on?
No.
Maybe just a little bit?
I actually, as soon as the stream is over, I just lie dormant in hibernation until the next time we stream with Defenders of Cobalt.
Okay.
I actually, I stream with Jen on Tuesdays, where she describes Pokemon to me, and I draw them sight unseen because I don't know a fucking thing about Pokemon. And then pretty much every other day of the week, I'm online drawing stuff for our zine or something from about noon to 3.
That's pretty amazing. So that feels like a natural transition into, like, I mean, I would say arguably the goodest person, Jen.
Not
Is there
arguably.
anything you want to share with us?
Undoubtedly.
What?
Undoubtedly.
So everything that I'm sort of part of has been talked about, and I think that you should check out the upcoming games from Defenders of Cobalt. You should watch the Lollygaggers whenever they're playing, and you should watch Friendin's art stream, which I sometimes am on, and try to make a total fool out of myself. The art stream is great, though. Our stream is fantastic. Watching him build Pokemon. So
it's true.
Yep.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, is there anything you want to plug, and or what would be your favorite way to be killed?
Oh goodness. I assume it has to be some sort of horrible portal mishap since I keep using them so abusively.
I respect that. Okay. I will make note of that, and I will try to kill you with a portal in the future.
Yeah. Maybe
out of love.
Maybe I can just get spread across the multiverse. Little giblets of knockoff everywhere.
Beautiful giblets.
And nothing more to plug. I'm just a button in a seat. All these other people do the cool creating. So go check out this stuff.
And Jake, do you have anything you want to share, and or who has done the finest dance ever seen in a horror movie?
It's clearly got to be my man Crispin Glover. Friday the 13th, Part 4, the final chapter. The greatest dance in the history, possibly of humanity.
It's true.
Unfortunately, his dance was ruined by Ross on the stairs with a hat. So
I don't feel like I know that. Do you have like a video on hand that you could post in the channel so that I could watch it again?
Yeah, actually,
if people wanted to go to our Discord.
Yeah, go to the Defenders Football Discord, and we'll link that in the chat. You can there be a video of Crispin Glover being the most sexually potent human being there's ever been.
That's why Crispin Glover is my Crispin lover.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So please, everybody, come to the Discord, check out Crispin Glover, get you some Crispin Lover. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
And thank you for tolerating us. And until we see you again, be spectacular to each other. Keep gaming, and peace out.
Oh, that's me. I gotta sign off.
It's okay.
Find the right mouse.
Man, I don't know what to do anymore.
Let's talk about the Pludecast for a second.
This is like that moment where we said goodbye and we're all walking in the same direction.
That's true. Pludecast, PLEWD, nerdy people talking about comics. Because why not?
There you go. All right. Goodbye.
Because why not? Bye.
Welcome to the Defenders of Cobalt Twitch stream. Please enjoy this DMCA free music while we wait for the show to start. It's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Playing some games, it's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Talking about cheese. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, 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 whoa. Twitch stream, I love you. Yes, I do. Boots and cats and 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 boots and boots
and cats
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 boots.
Cats.
Welcome to the Defenders of Cobalt Twitch stream. Please enjoy this DMCA free music while we wait for the show to start. It's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Playing some games, it's a Twitch stream. Whoa, 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 it's a Twitch stream. Talking about cheese. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, little Twitch stream? Whoa, 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 whoa. Twitch stream, I love you.